then I'm gonna reply to that one.
Well, hello, folks. I know you guys missed me. It's been a long time. I know Champ missed me a lot too, huh, Champ? You was
Not
wondering,
really.
Seth,
I give no fuck.
he's so far. He's 6,000 miles away from me. I can't hear his amazing intelligence and his captivating humor, his colloquial terminology.
Hey, hi, thank you, brother.
Stop interrupting me, damn it. How dare you? What's going on, guys? Obviously, we're back. It's been a nice 2 weeks. We're back with episode 15. Quince. All right, guys. Welcome to the Fighter Academy.
We took a 2 week break because of EWC, and also it's kind of good to put a stamp on it that we're gonna, like after this we should plan our season 3.
Okay, we're gonna plan a season 3.
Have an ending. This is the ending. This is the last episode of the season.
Okay,
basically.
last episode. Season 3, we're gonna have enhancements. We're gonna do some new shit.
Yes. So we're gonna have guests in season 3.
Season 3 is gonna be the season of guests.
I mean, not really, but we can have a few.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so we're gonna obviously keep evolving this bad boy. It was so cool getting so much love about the podcast everywhere I've gone, from Blink to Evo to EWC. Pretty sick. People love me roasting my favorite Nintendo bot over there. Big ass round head of yours. So it's pretty dope. Guys, by the way, please join me in saying happy birthday to that fucking pile of filth that is making up one half of the beautiful Fighter Academy podcast. Sing with me. Happy birthday
Let's move on, please. We don't want any of these talky shit.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
relax.
Happy birthday to
Brother, relax. It's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it, though. Come on. Stop. Okay, moving on.
Oh, shit. I just turned my headphones off.
I appreciate y'all.
That was powerful. The topics today, guys. My EWC experience, the results, analysis paralysis. We're going to watch replay today, book of the week, Q&As, okay? But first, let's talk about EWC. So if you guys have been, under a rock and not around these parts, I just came back from EWC. I got back yesterday. I was there. I left, was it 2 weeks ago on a Monday night? I think that was the 11th, and I got there Tuesday. All right, so it was a 21-hour trek. It was a long fucking journey. This is the longest flight I've taken since I've gone to Singapore. And man, that jet lag was beating my ass. I think only one of the 13 days I was there did I sleep at night, and wake up in the morning. Every other day, I would go to sleep at 10 in the morning, bro.
No. Wait, you were still jet lagged? Because usually when people, I guess from my experience, you get more jet lag come back, when you return back to your home. But when you go to your destination, you're still jet lagged, but only a little bit. And then after a day, you're okay already. You kind of sort of adjusted. That wasn't your case,
No, I literally, bro, I was donezo.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. Fucking horrible. And
thank you, guys.
It is what it is. I ended up I would sleep in Kobe Bryant bursts. Remember how Kobe used to sleep 4 hours at a time, and then he'd go and he'd say he'd bring his kids to school or whatever, and then blah 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 blah, and then he'd go back home and nap.
So I need some context first. So what time are you trying to sleep from in that time?
So it's a 7-hour time difference from Boston.
Okay.
So right now it's 10 o'clock. So over there it'd be 5 a.m. right now, 5:30 a.m. basically.
So that's what time you're trying to sleep there?
I would try to sleep at what would be midnight here, would be 7 in the morning there.
Yeah, but you're not trying to sleep earlier. You're not trying to adjust yourself from their time zone.
No, I was trying to, but I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Of course that's difficult. Yeah.
And then what fucked me up was the LCQ. My pool's at 10 p.m. at night over there. But I was trying to go to sleep earlier.
What time is that?
That was 3 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Oh, that's not so bad. That's still within your body clock.
Yeah.
We all play at 3 p.m. until 10 p.m. But we still do that. That's not a big
but the
deal.
thing is my this is the weird thing is I'm trying to adjust my body to going to sleep at night and waking up early. But the LCQ, my pool was so late, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't really know how to go about my sleep schedule because I was like, well, I have to play at 10 p.m.
Brother, just use the sun as your guide. You see the sun, you're supposed to be awake. No sun, you sleep. That's it. Fuck around. Fuck the time of your pools and all that shit, brother. Fuck that. Your pools can be at 2 a.m., brother. Who gives a fuck? Okay? Seriously. What the fuck are we doing? Why are we getting confused?
I'm not confused, motherfucker. I'm telling you, I couldn't sleep.
Jesus Lord.
How much fucking airwax do you have in that fucking earlobe of yours?
For no reason.
I'm not being complicated. I'm telling you, I couldn't sleep. I was trying to sleep, but I had to play at 10 o'clock at night 2 days later. It
doesn't matter what time is the fucking game, brother. It's just, is the battle, is the sleep.
How does it not matter, bro? Okay, let's go according to your logic. I go to sleep when it's dark. I wake up when there's sun. Okay, my body says, wait a fucking minute. Yeah, it's sun outside, but to my body right now, it's this time doesn't make sense. My body wasn't trying to let me sleep. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait. Okay. Oh, okay. This. I would understand this more now. So in the plane, did you sleep in the plane?
Yes, I tried to, and I slept a little.
How long is the flight again?
The flight is. It was 7 hours to Amsterdam. I had a 7-hour layover, and then it was 7 hours from there to 14. Yeah, so 21 hours total.
How many hours do you think you slept in that 14-hour plane ride?
Maybe like 4 hours.
Okay,
5 hours, maybe 5 hours.
Yeah. Usually, if I have a long flight, it's like a 12 hours or 10 hours or 8 hours, whatever. I would sleep easily 80% of that one. Damn. And I would force myself to sleep. Yes, I can sleep. Yeah, I can just sleep there. I'll be like that, and then sometimes I will read something really boring. That I don't like, but I'm gonna try my best to focus to read it, and then I'm gonna fall asleep for it. So, because I already know how my brain works. You know what I mean? You start reading some weird shit. I am definitely gonna be fucking annoyed about it. Let's say you start reading some. I don't want to fucking name a topic, but I'm saying you're gonna fucking. I'm bored as fuck about this shit. You know what?
You sleep with your mouth open? You look like you sleep with your mouth open.
I would not know. I don't really care about position I sleep. I'm just pretty straight. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm comfortable. So that makes sense because I didn't know you were extra bougie when it comes to how you sleep. So that's why you're a little bit more.
What the fuck? Sensitive. I couldn't sleep on a plane. I'm bougie.
No. I'm talking how your body is it's pretty. I don't want to use more adjectives than I have to, but you have to baby yourself. Do you need somebody to give you milk in order for you to fall asleep? You could tell your body to sleep, but I don't give a fuck what time, motherfucker, we're gonna rest. If you shut your eyes, you can't sleep. You can't force yourself to sleep. You have no control over your own body. That's why it makes sense when you fucking play your stupid Jamie. You don't even want to drive rush, but you're drive rushing on your own. Think about that. That's all bad, bro. You should be able to control your own body.
So anyway, I end up getting there. Okay, cool, right? We're in, and I'm in a Airbnb. Me and Noah. Shout out to Noah. I was with Noah for 2 weeks. Let me tell you, he's like the annoying little brother that I love so dearly. Little brother. He's like my little brother. I must protect him, but goddamn, Noah can fucking talk. That motherfucker can talk like a motherfucker.
Brother, he just keeps repeating the same questions, right?
Bro, I heard you in the background. And he's asking you the same question 7 different ways. I'm
but you're supposed to answer it also in 7 different ways as well. I'm brother, I don't know him for so long. Trust me, okay? I know exactly how to communicate with him. But it's just but that's how it is. Imagine calling and be like, F-Champ, can I ask you a question? Brother, that's why I pick up the phone, brother. Why? Come on, continue. Then he asks one question, and then he's gonna say again, can I ask you another question? Oh my god, if you have to fucking do this shit all the time, I'm so annoyed. I actually feel like he's just trolling me at this point. He's my little brother, so I always love him. But I'm just saying, that's kind of how he is.
No, he's definitely trolling.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I was with him because Twisted they had Airbnbs that they own. So Noah went early, and then he let me stay with him. So that way I could just get acclimated to the thing like a couple days earlier, or at least tried to, which I failed at miserably, but it's okay. So let me tell you, that was the first time I've ever been in the Middle East, and it was quite an experience. It is beautiful. The people are the most, just, they're the highlight. The people are fucking absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
I swear to God, like the most hospitable, nurturing people I've ever met in the FGC in my life. And it was literally every single person. I was like, what the fuck? Like, even the people, like, there's some players that talk shit, like old school style, but even those people are so kind. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, man. You know?
Brother, you know, like the first time they brought me there, I was to the stage for the event, and they just gave me the mic to fucking talk about, you know, like I just landed. It's like, what the hell? It's a hell of people. I didn't even know, like, the ambassador or, like, you know, of the embassy, whatever. Like, somebody like super important was there. It's like, okay. So I grabbed the mic and started talking, and I was saying big things like, guys, to be honest with you, I didn't even know that this country was this beautiful. You know, I was so surprised because I don't get to see this at all from my news. You know, like, I don't get to see this. That their country is extremely beautiful. To be honest, y'all, I expected, like, I was gonna see some camels, some pyramids, some huts and stuff. But I see, like, the best building ever, and everybody started laughing. Like, you know what I mean? And you guys are like the best and stuff. I really said that out loud there. You know, I was saying that, like, you know, like, I didn't know that this place was like this beautiful and so nice, and I was really, really grateful. Brother, they tossed me to, like, the most expensive hotel too. They took me out of my hotel that my sponsors booked. No, you're staying this one. I think it's like Ritz-Carlton or something like that. Something insane. Yeah, so like, and my room wasn't a room like just a bed. It's like legit like a suite. I was like, brother, how many people are gonna be here? It's just me. I'm like, what the hell? Like, bring in some people, you know, we gotta play some games, right? You don't know, but no, but they're just so accommodating. So, like, I've always had great experiences with anybody that's from there as well. You know, it's like so amazing people. And I wish, like, people I mean, I'm sure, like, I wish, like, people highlight that more. And I would love that you're sharing your you know, your experiences. But yeah, tell me more about your stuff.
I just want to give them all the credit because, like, again, they're just like lovely people. And like, it's funny, even the first day, so Noah missed the flight. So I tried to time it so we would take the same flight like on the layover and go together. But his flight got delayed, so he missed the connecting flight in Amsterdam. So he got there later.
Wait. Hold up. What do you mean? The flight going there or coming back home?
Going there. So he was coming from LA. I was going from Boston, and we were going to take the same layover from Amsterdam there, right?
Yes, makes sense.
And so his flight gets delayed, and he's not going to get there for like another 7 hours, basically, right? Like some fuck shit.
That's how he missed it. Okay.
Yeah. So he ends up like having a long ass layover, and he has to wait, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, oh, yo, Zaf, here's the info for the Airbnb. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm going to go there, whatever, right? So in the meantime, I hit up Latif. I'm like, yo, Latif, I'm here. I ain't got shit to do. He's like, bro, I might come get you. So he comes.
He got you.
So he meets up with me. So he didn't come get me, but he met up with me at Zentrix Gaming, which is their cafe. So I go there, and it's like, there's mad players there. There's like Angry Bird, Big Bird's there. Just mad people, right? So I get there, and everybody's vibing, having a good time, whatever. Actually, was that the first night? No, the Birds weren't there the first night. They got there the next day. But who was there were like a lot of the LCQ players. So like Hurricane was there, right? Some Japanese players and shit like that. So I got there, and like, the place is a vibe. It's so dope. Super cheap too. It was like $13 to rent for the night, US. So
that's good.
Yeah, it was super. I was like, damn, what the fuck? But mind you, I didn't even get to pay because these guys keep paying for everything. They're just like, no, we're gonna take care of you.
You're the guest. If you're the guest, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, but I was like, guys,
even though you're offering, because I always want to pay for my shit, but like, they would feel like they're not a good host if you actually.
Even when I wanted water, they'd be like, no. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
So accommodating. Yes.
Literally. So Latif's there, and I haven't seen Latif in like 10 years. No, I lied. Before CEO, it was like 10. Before CEO, it was like 10 years. I hadn't seen him.
Oh, okay.
Legit. It was like 10 years. Before the CEO, yeah, it was like 10 years, bro.
Okay.
So me and him hit it off. Like, we picked up right where we left off at CEO. And so we're chatting, whatever. And then I was like, yo, you mind bringing me to my Airbnb? He's like, yeah, sure. So he brings me there. And so this part of like the city, like, is a lot of construction there. So, you know, when there's a lot of construction, GPS can be a little fucking wonky, especially in other countries, right? So I'm trying to get to this Airbnb and I'm like, where the fuck is this shit? I don't even know where the entrance is. So I'm like walking like across 11 buildings and I cannot find the fucking entrance. I'm like, yo, no, I can't find this fucking building, bro. And then I eventually just give up. I'm like, you know what? I was like, yo, let's see, if you mind if I just stay with you for the night? Yeah, sure. Go back. And then Latif brings me to like a fucking little corner store, and he's like, "Yo, I want you to try all these candies." So he like gets me a bunch of candies, and there's like one that was like it was like a fucking hippo, bro. It was so funny. It was literally a hippo, like on the cover. You open it, and it's an actual hippo. It's a hippo, bro. There's a fucking hippo as chocolate, but it's not like you know, like you could have chocolate shaped shit. No, it was literally like it had eyeballs. It had like fucking a smile. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? This is so detailed." I didn't even want to eat the hippo. I was like, I don't want to even eat it. But I ate that shit, and that shit was immaculate, by the way. Their chocolates, amazing. Oh my God. They had like all these crazy variations of hazelnut and coconut and chocolate. And I'm just going crazy. I'm like, yo, this shit is amazing. All right, anyways. Fast forward, go to Latif's. Latif's a great host. Dude buys me pillows. He buys me a fucking blanket. Because he just moved into the city. Because he's from the eastern side of the country. He just moved to the capital. So he got me like a pillow, blankets, a little like a little like couch thing if I wanted to stay on it or whatever. I was like, what the fuck? You didn't have to do all this. I would have just slept on the floor. It's not even a big deal. But super accommodating, bro, and it was dope as shit. Okay. So anyways.
Okay. First, before you move on to this one, let me ask you. So you went to the grocery, whatever, to try out some candies. Yeah. Did you pay attention to like, you know, like when you get those drinks, did you see the drink section?
Yeah, I did see that. Yep. What about it?
Okay. What did you notice?
Besides the fact that everything was in Arabic?
You didn't notice that there's like Budweiser stuff there, like alcoholic beverage, like from our culture, but it would say like a Budweiser drink, but then non-alcoholic.
No, I didn't see that.
Like Budweiser. Yeah, because alcohol is like heavily restricted in that country.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that. I knew there wasn't gonna be. I mean, I don't drink anyways, but like,
yeah, I don't give a fuck about alcohol either. I'm just saying, like, I'm just primarily like worried or like thinking, why would anybody want to drink Budweiser that tastes like Budweiser but does not have any alcohol? Who the hell buys this?
I didn't know that was a thing.
If somebody's selling it, then that means like there's actual people for that one, right? That there's like X amount of like demographic that actually buys that. But then I was like, wait, how many other alcohols? Like, but then they have like an entire section of like alcoholic technically in other countries, but over here is not alcoholic. But like, then I started wondering, who the hell likes the taste of it? Like, I don't like the taste of them things. You like how it makes you feel at times, you know? But like, not the taste.
Yeah, the taste, I would never understand why somebody would.
Yeah, I never understand that either. But like, you know, but I respect that, you know, from their culture. But like, I'm just saying, like, I wonder who's buying that, you know?
That's weird.
Obviously, people. Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I didn't notice that. But to be fair, a lot of like the beverages that I saw that looked like beer bottles, they were like sparkling water, and I guess so that's the type of stuff. But I didn't see if anything was like specifically Budweiser flavored, you know, carbonated drinks like that. Yeah, that's weird as fuck. I didn't even know that was a thing until today. So thanks for teaching me that.
Awesome. Yeah, that's fucking nice.
Yeah. So anyways, so fast forward LCQ day, and yo, the arena, the stadium, whatever. Oh my brother, holy smokes, it is beautiful. So there's two buildings, and it's like a massive park. Basically, it's like a festival. It's a massive land where there's mad stores, mad gaming things, like a bunch of different buildings to do different shit, trampoline parks. It's like, I feel like I was in Six Flags. It was like, what is this? It's literally a festival for just gaming. And like this virtual reality, there's a haunted mansion. I was like, I didn't even know you guys fucking shit like this.
Can I ask a question about that, actually? Yeah. So you know how like when EWC announced, like, you know, when they did the Gamers 8 first, right? And they said that they're going to make Saudi Arabia like the capital of esports. And then so they're building infrastructures to kind of support esports for the next fucking, you know, 50 years, right? So that's how much, like, did you see it? Did you feel that at least?
I felt it. I felt like there was a lot.
As a viewer, and also how connected I am to y'all, like, I feel it like also, but like, and then also their intention to like buy Evo as well, or like some rights of Evo. So it's like, damn, these guys are spending their lunch money only
Yeah, and it's already way more advanced than anything these other.
than anything we could ever imagine.
Literally, like
Yeah, I
even the
was like, what the
production,
hell?
bro. The production
Was
insane.
Production was so good. The production was so good. I was like, this is significantly better than Capcom Cup. I was saying that on
Literally,
stream all this.
literally, bro.
No shit, it was the best.
I'm not even gonna
Yes.
lie. I think it is like way more prestigious. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because you actually have to you have to qualify in difficult situations to even get there. You know what I'm saying? There's no like World Warrior where there's like 6 people. You know what I'm saying?
No. Like okay, obviously the qualification process is always going to be difficult.
Yeah,
in general, but
I'm saying that. But I'm saying listen. What I'm saying is all around. I'm talking about from how challenging it is to qualify, the level of competition consistently throughout. Quality of production.
That's a harder tournament. That's a harder tournament to win than Capcom Cup for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. It feels more prestigious because it's like every detail regarding it feels high quality. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's also how it felt at least me as a viewer. Like, and also like it just feels like it. I mean, I just really like that better because I like the first to 5 aspect. I love that they're following the esports format as well because that's how they do it in StarCraft. And I love that they're following that for fighting games. Like, because like, yeah, the problem we're so stuck in a double elimination bracket to the point that we never like moved on from it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to stop doing that, no. But like I'm just saying like we need to start entertaining like the idea of like, you know, everybody, it's like, let's say a double elim, whatever, or you do a bunch of group stage, and then like once you qualify out of those multiple ways to qualify, you know, areas, then you get to the top 32, top 16, and that's just become single elim. And just make it like first to 5. I really like that aspect, that there's no loser side anymore once you get to the quote unquote last day of it.
That show's awesome. That show's amazing.
You know, it's like last man standing for reals. And I love that. I love that it's like that. You know, it's not like, you know, obviously it's really nice to watch like a loser's bracket run, and then you see somebody have to win 6 games versus the other guy winning 3. That's an insane advantage, you know. In if you watch like on RTS, if you're coming from the lowest bracket and you're fighting somebody from the winner side, let's say you guys are playing first to 4, first to 5, you only get +1. You don't get to like throw out the full set, and then if you lose, then you have to play again. No, you're only +1 game. Yes, because the amount of advantage you have already is insane. Sure, you earn it, but is it that much earned though? Because the fact that the other guy had to play twice as much games as you. You know, so yeah, that's always the argument. So I felt like the double elimination bracket is flawed if it's all the way. I think it's good at the start, or like all the way, like maybe 70% of the tournament. I think after that one, you should just go back to, you know, the straight up. Like, I think it's a better production and show as well for the audience. It's not as confusing. Let's say like you know, let's say Noah is like Noah's aunts and uncles are watching, right? And then be like, and then oh, Noah lost. He's already in loser side. Wait, how does that work? What's that loser side? Like they're all like, what's the loser side? So who does he get to fight? It's like, you know how like if somebody is not as knowledgeable about how that all works, it's confusing as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
But then if it's like just one bracket, you see, okay, you win, you advance, boom, 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 finals. You lose, out.
True.
That's it.
That makes sense.
Right. I think it's so much more easier to watch for somebody that doesn't really understand, you know, how the fucking double, because in a double elimination bracket, they'd be like, sometimes you're on the other end, and then now you're gonna fight the winner of the other side if you somehow, you know, it's like, it's a lot of like, confusion.
That's true. For a spectator, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think that like the way that this tournament hits all styles of brackets in one event is fire as fuck.
That's so fucking beautiful.
Like, because you have double elim, you have round robin, and then you have single elimination, first to 5. That is so fire. It's literally 3 different tournaments in one tournament.
Yes.
That's actually fire as fuck.
Shots. You have multiple shots too. You just don't die like in one shot too. You know, like you just don't die. Like they say, if you lose the first day, you come back second day to play a round robin.
That is so sick, man. I didn't even think about that.
Side. After if you somehow qualify out of that one, you come back to the third day. This is you after losing the first day to do all the second places for each groups, right?
Right.
To qualify, you know. So you actually have you're guaranteed to play in the first 2 days regardless.
Right.
Win, lose, or draw, right? And that's like I really love that aspect that that it gives the full experience for each player. Also, it's really nice to see that.
That shit is incredible, bro. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's the best it's for sure the best.
I think it just all around. I think it's just the most like elite tournament. Just
Like,
prestigious,
no, for sure.
detailed,
The quality,
everything.
bro. But
Insane.
like like after each match, and then they stand up, they do a little bit of talking, and then the players are already there. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's very very like
Seamless.
right away.
Yeah, it's very seamless.
Yeah?
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's super nice.
in the
It's so
arena,
good.
oh my god, yo, you could see the player faces the whole time. The whole time. It was.
Oh, that's nice.
Yo, I'm gonna show the screen.
That's gonna be so good if you can see their
So
fucking
look,
faces.
so excuse the lighting, but basically, so there was two like.
Oh, I see. Makes sense. I can see now. Yeah,
right.
yeah, I
So
can
like
see,
this is where the players are, and then here's Ending Walker, here's Mena, right? And so this is the faces like that stays on them the whole time. The gameplay footage is on a like a wall that's pushed out, so it's like you look up
so you can see,
and you can see the gameplay the whole time, and then it's their characters.
That's such a great fucking experience.
Yeah, the characters are right there, right? And,
yeah, that's nice.
And then like the stage, whatever. So the whole time, this is what you're seeing the entire time, bro. The entire time you can see that. It is so sick, man, and it was just amazing, amazing.
It's like okay, so you obviously you have to compare that to Capcom Cup, but then Capcom Cup, their prize pool is coming from EWC anyways, right? You remember, like during Capcom Cup, they're gonna, EWC is basically
funding it
for it was funding the Capcom Cup prizes as well, right? Like for Capcom to allow them to have a Street Fighter, an EWC event, right? About for their game, right? Okay, that's the payback. Okay, so they're basically paying for the Capcom Cup champion as well, right? But if you think about how all this shit is like, when you compare to Capcom Cup, where everything is 2 out of 3, fucking, like there's no LCQ, like, and then like I like the World Warrior though. I like that because we would not have a Blaz if we never had a World Warrior.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely in for that. 100%.
Gotta have that because that's
But there's drawbacks too. There's drawbacks too.
There is,
of course,
but
right?
More positives. There's more positives than drawback. You just take all the drawback because we got to see the Crymace, we got to see the fucking Blast, like the Jabim, like all these guys. Then you get to see all these amazing talent, brother, and you don't want to take that away from those people in a sense.
No, 100%. And it's not the same usual suspects. It's just again like. I'm just not going to ignore the drawbacks because there's drawbacks to everything, right? There's yin and yang and yang and yin, of course, right? And that's my thing is to talk about duality of things, like so it's obviously going to spotlight this, but then it can also create those those situations where
like what? Tell me.
Like, sir, like season 1, there was literally a place that had a World Warrior with 6 people in it. That's crazy. That's insane. But, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, there's an excuse there. That's like the very first time we're trying to get back to the offline mode. Capcom did not even expect to have offline events. That's why they only had 3 offline events in the first year, because we're coming back from like the norm. Like during that time, there was no such thing as like offline events like as frequent, right? So that's why they didn't even plan that. They planned everything online because they thought like you're not gonna be able to get to like big venues and stuff because of we're coming back from the pandemic,
right?
So that's kind of like that's a pretty fair like criticism I feel from you, but like in the same time I also understand it from their end.
Oh, 100%.
But now like okay, so you talk about like some regions are softer, right? Okay, cool. That's true. Also, there's a lot of regions that are like easier, but there are also a lot of regions that are a lot harder, but then they have the same amount of spots, right? And I always like said that about Japan region is like, bro, they're like they have to compete for like those 4 spots out of all the pros in Japan. Bro, the 70% of the pros are from Japan, right? And like if only 4 spots gonna get out of that place, it's like that's so unfair. Meanwhile, you got like a few other regions that we've never heard a single pro come out of, but they have 2 spots. What the fuck is happening here? So I was actually like complaining for Japan in that one, But like in the same time, we would never have like a Cinderella story if we never open to those things.
For sure.
Well. It would never make the game became a lot bigger because of that, So I think that's nice, But
yeah, that's an exchange.
I'm on your side.
Yeah, I think it's. I wouldn't change it because of what you said. Like, I think it's worth having the blazes. You know.
Yes, absolutely.
100%. Like, it's definitely worth it. You know, it's just. Yeah. Of course, it's just the drawbacks, right? Like, obviously, you can't so have your cake and eat it too. You know, like you have to.
You can. If somebody in charge of actually organizing it actually had a brain, you could do it. It's simple.
What would be the answer?
You could just increase the number of spots for, like, you know, like before they had a super region, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you actually sit down and be like, okay, this is an actual super region, so okay, we're gonna give them more because they have all. Okay, you just basically count like how many actual pros are here. Mm-hmm. Right, and then now you can like add weight there based on like all the events that has happened that's open for the public and how many pros actually qualified. And obviously, Japan is. If you ask anybody that knows anything about Street Fighter, then you know, Japan is obviously the toughest region. Mm-hmm. Like, but so they should have more spots. Like China having 2 spots doesn't make sense. Like, are we serious here? China, are we having 2 spots? Really? You know how many players coming out of that place, brother? That is so crazy to me. China has 2 spots. It was so insane. But China is so huge. How the fuck do you have 2 spots there? Right. So I would just do this instead of 48 players qualifying Capcom Cup. Make that bitch 60.
So yeah, I think there's gonna eventually they're gonna expand. I don't think it's gonna stay at this 48 thing.
No, it's gonna be 4. I think they can do 64. Yeah, they can do 64.
I feel like eventually it's gonna expand.
64. Yeah, I think so too. But then they need to first of all fix like the first 2 bullshit.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, you know what doesn't make sense? This right? In order for you to qualify to get a Capcom Cup, you need to win a first to 3 in the top 8 a few times, and you also need to win the grand finals, which is the first to 3. Then you finally qualify after doing that multiple times. You're gonna play first to 2. Help me make that. Help me make sense, brother.
That's true.
Brother, that is just a bunch of creatures working on that one. They legit have 0 IQ. That's why I'm fucking annoyed about it. Who's doing this shit? Like, you know, when I be yelling at this shit, like, well, what the fuck is happening?
That's true. I didn't ever thought of that.
Seriously, that is so dumb.
That is kind of weird.
Seriously. Okay, how many top 8s? How many matches do you think? Like, first to 3 was that? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. Like the top 8, if you're having from losers, you're probably gonna play 4 total. Plus the grand finals, and then now that doesn't guarantee you qualifying. And then if you have to do that maybe like 2 or 3 times, unless you win the tournament or you get second and somebody else already won. Okay, but you have to do it multiple times, and then you get to the actual finale of that shit, and you have to play first to 2, and then now you lost. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I got to the finals, and now I'm playing pools format
again. Yeah,
brother. Yeah, that is stupid. That is stupid. I can never like get it. Like, you're telling me like, oh my, it's gonna take more time, motherfuckers. You have the whole week for the Capcom Cup, right? You have 5 days for Capcom Cup. Remember, 5 days. If you just cut down the fucking goddamn Monster Hunter commercial, that I don't have to watch 20 minutes of them bitches every fucking 15. Cut down one of the motherfuckers. We have a first 3. Seriously,
that's funny as fuck.
What are we doing? You gotta keep it real, brother. That is stupid.
Oh fuck, bro.
Cut down the Monster Hunter fucking bullshit, right? and then now you're gonna see like Punk having to lose like the Kami mirror, and then you see like, you know, like all the favorite pros that you know, all over the world, like they end up losing the first 2. Like, fuck, man. This is so stupid. I don't like first to 2. You know, you hear that. You just like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like it's okay to be first to 2 if to qualify. What it takes to qualify is also first to 2. Let's be consistent.
Yeah.
Right. Rank is first to 2. Everything is first to 2 all the way. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then if what takes for you to qualify and win the actual shit is first to 3, why the fuck when I get to the finals is first to 2? That's all.
Yeah, that's a weird discrepancy. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but you know, there are a bunch of creatures there. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, so
like the people like running the thing, running the tournament rules, whatever the fuck.
But EWC, amazing. My only like little gripe was that
there was a gripe.
Yeah, was that with the LCQ, we weren't allowed to the area with the setups unless we were playing at that time. So let's say I played at 10, right? I couldn't go up there 15 minutes early to warm up. I had to be there when I had to play. So my warm up was literally like 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes. I didn't get to play anybody.
That's it's LCQ though. It's like it's just a sale. They just toss all the fucking merchandise outside the fucking store, right? You just go get that. It's not like part of the production. It's basically like a community service.
Yeah, it's separate from
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
separate from that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's good to somebody qualifying out of that because it's tough. But like what I'm saying, at the end of the day, they don't put a lot of energy for the LCQ part of that because that's not even part of the real show.
Right.
It's a side show, right? Whoever gets to fill up the spots,
That's true. Yeah. So like I end up going up like 3 times. Like, all right, can I go? Nope. All right, can I go? It's 10 minutes left. Nope. All right, 5 minutes left. Oh, can I go? Nope. It's not 10 o'clock. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? I literally had to go when it was 10 o'clock on the dot. Okay, so I go up there, I go to warm up. Where's Zaferino? You gotta play. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm just okay, whatever. And then the funny thing is, it's not even like I played my first round. If it was my first round, cool, right? Because the first round you can kind of just get in the tournament flow. My first round didn't show up. My first round.
I hate that. I hate getting a bye because I want to play, right? You don't want to get a bye. You want to play.
No, I want to play, especially the first round because that's like, the warm up, right?
Yeah, to get you going. Yes.
But
yes, I don't like buys.
I knew this was going to happen, bro, because of one thing. It was a free to enter tournament. So you had people in the fucking jungles of fucking Senegal that would enter, and you knew they weren't gonna go, but they would enter.
Motherfuckers from Mars, brother.
Literally,
your address is from Mars, brother. They somehow entered that.
You had people from fucking Zimbabwe. You had Dominicans. You had everybody. It was like, I know you're not gonna get a visa in time to go here.
Yeah,
and they entered, and then I'm like, fuck. Now my person doesn't show up, and I'm like, great, that's cool. And then my next opponent is Akira. Ooh, Japan's best Cammy. I just gotta play right off the bat, no warm up, straight into the fucking bracket. Woo, let's go, baby. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I do think like they could have changed like the format of the LCQ though, because like I know it's 10 spots already. It's like a sale, but the fact that it's just one tournament they're doing, and then whoever places top 10 just gets the 10 spot. I feel like there's a lot of luck there. Because if you had like a good like middle of the tournament match, then you're basically guaranteed already.
Right.
That's not good. Like there's a lot of luck for that. That's why it's like, so to me, I would kind of like change that. I would just be like, I would just host like, I would split the tournament into 10 things. 10 small tournaments. So it's still.
Oh, that's how they did it in Dragon Ball. Remember that one year they had an LCQ?
Yes.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Split it. You're not putting more resources into the thing because you don't want to do that because it's already an LCQ event, right? But like, so you just split the tournaments into 10 different fucking tournaments.
That would be pretty fire, actually.
Same exact thing. So they're gonna play the same amount of matches, also same shit. So you're not changing anything. It's just like the perception. That's all. Yeah. So like you have the actual grand finals here. Okay, cool. Okay, now whoever actually wins the whole shit actually qualifies. They didn't get a bye, so because that will improve the seeding in a sense.
Or you could do like a top 3 for 3 tournaments or something like that, right? Like something like that would actually be pretty interesting.
And then the 4th place of all 3 of them basically has to play a round robin for the tiebreaker for the 10th spot as well, right? You can be creative in that one,
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that's like way more easier to follow if you are a casual trying to understand, wait, who's qualifying? How do they qualify? Like, okay, no. This is the qualifier. Okay, this is the first qualifier. Okay, LCQ. Okay, that's a tournament 1. Okay, that ends in like basically 2 hours because you just split the tournament, right? Okay, this is the next one. Who qualified there? Oh shit, nice. Like,
that's actually easy. Pretty sick.
It's way easier to do that, and you don't like. Some people will have some suggestions, but their suggestion is basically like, okay, let's make it more difficult to actually execute this fucking idea. Right?
Yeah, I don't think it's easier though. I don't think it's easier for the TOs because it's obviously more like it's not.
This is easier.
Maybe not more resources, but it's definitely more time invested, right? Because you're gonna have the same amount of people.
You're not running. You're not running all the tournament all at the same time. You're running a smaller tournament now with the same amount of staff.
No, but it's not. But look at it like this. It's not a smaller tournament unless because you think about it. It's just 3 people subtracted each tournament. So if it's 100 people, the next tournament's gonna be 97. The next one after that's gonna be 94 people. You see, so it's still pretty big mathematically, right? So the resources.
So the same exact. It doesn't change anything.
It's time though. That's the thing. It's the time investment. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to just one tournament. You see what I'm saying?
What are we talking about? They're all playing that. You're gonna play maybe like a few extra matches towards the end in the losers finals of those things. That's it. In
Nah,
theory, you
bro,
just
you're
put all
bugging.
those brackets next to each other. It's gonna be run as the one tournament also.
Nah,
If
you're
you just
bugging,
take the
bro.
brackets, what are you talking about?
Bro, if there's
Please
100
understand.
people and it's top 3 that got accepted, you take those 3 out. The next bracket you'd run in an hour or whatever is now 97 people. That's still a lot of rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Are you expecting like the people who got eliminated in the first one to still re-enter the second tournament?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what I'm
you're
saying.
No, they can't do that anymore.
Oh, okay. Because that's what they did in Dragon Ball. That's what I'm saying. They entered.
Yeah, that's why you have 10 tries. No, this one, once you enter, okay, now there's like a pool A or tournament A will start at like 2 to 3. So now that's done already, right? And then now the next one is like fucking 4 to 5, whatever. Boom. That's the other one's that. The bracket is already made.
Oh.
So it's not like you can re-enter after you lose. No, it's done already. Yeah. So that's why it doesn't add any more resources to them. It's just
okay.
You just run it. You know, it's just you run it, but it's easier to follow. You know, there's so many ways to kind of optimize it, right?
I was thinking of it like the Dragon Ball method. But anyways, okay. So let me fast forward to this.
Let's look at it.
So I gotta play Akira. Okay.
Yes.
Kara is I'm pretty sure we could say he's Japan's best Kami, right?
One of them.
Who would be better than
Akira, Kazunoko are like the top 3.
I can't say Kazunoko. I would say he's the best because of results, right? Because he's the farthest. He's the farthest in brackets.
Like what?
Evo Japan.
Like what?
Right?
He got 4th, right? Evo Japan. That's it.
But I'm saying out of Mizuwa hasn't.
Okay, like he's definitely okay. If you have to name one like that's non-punk, oh yeah, he's
that's what I'm saying. Like right, like he's the best in Japan that I could think of. And Kazunoko doesn't really compete, so I don't count him. And then Mizuwa is not as he doesn't advance as far in bracket as him.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm like, all right. My whole thing was I came to this event because I just wanted to practice Sagat. Honestly, I didn't expect anything crazy. I just was like, I'm gonna just play and just try to get as much information as possible to know what to work on for the next event. Okay, so me and him have to play, and we play. First game, he takes it, but it wasn't in like this like convincing fashion. I was like feeling really good about losing the first game. I was like, oh, this is all I gotta do is just double down on punishing this thing of yours, and then I'm perfectly fine. So the second game I smoked him, like he just could not get started against me.
Yeah, for sure.
Third game I felt his body language, like I feel his energy next to me, and it felt very like disheartened. Like I ripped his heart out of his chest. So I was like, oh, I smell blood. So game 3, I just fucking went crazy. I went ham. Like So
what did you do? Drive rush right away 99 seconds.
Round start, I did like Tiger Knee and I hit him, and then I did
drive rush.
I did drive rush into like overhead, and then I whiffed the Nexus, which he tried to parry, and then it whiffed because he thought it was Tiger Knee. So that's something I've been implementing is because Nexus looks like Tiger Knee on startup. So against players with really good reactions.
I wonder who told you that. I wonder who told you that in the first 24 hours, you know? I wonder who told you that. It's okay. That's all right. That's fine. You know, that's fine. It's all good. That's fine. Okay, continue, brother. Continue with the story. It's fine. It's all good. You know, it's all good.
So anyways, so
who told you that?
You know what? Maybe it wasn't Nexus. Maybe I whiffed Tiger Knee on purpose. I think that was what it was. You didn't tell me that one, right? Okay. So anyway, I bait the fucking parry, and then I drive rush overhead. I hit him, and then I just fucking DI'd him. You know me? I don't really DI. Like I don't DI. But
wait. How do you do it? Drive rush overhead and just DI?
I hit him and I comboed, and then he was in the corner.
No. What's the execution of the DI? Like, okay, after you did drive rush overhead, it hit. You did 2 MP. After 2 MP, you did combo DP.
I did DP, yeah, and then then after that, I just walked. I didn't even do any. I just walked. I just DI.
And then draw DI.
I just DI'd him, and then he tried to jump like he was startled. He's like, ah! And then he got hit, and I just walked up and I just went bam. Just uppercut the fucking dog shit out of him, bro. You got fucking charge DP across the screen.
If you get the charge DP knockdown, you know how like you're a bit far, right? But you're like plus 23 or something. Like you can actually legit like micro walk like by 1 frame and just fucking DI, and it will hit them there. And it's like so hard to fucking check that. I swear to God.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like,
I never allowed that.
Like actually like pow. boom, Michael walked in, just DI. And like boom, it's so sick. Because like you also do tiger, you could do medium tiger knee there, as a meaty as well,
Right,
right?
right,
After
right.
that
We got
first
high
DP.
shot, heavy high shot
Yeah, you could
hits.
do that. They could do driver's jab to fake the whatever reversal they got going, and they parry. You fucking do
Right.
low and over it. Yeah, it's like such a great knockdown. It just costs like a drive gauge, basically.
Yeah, but that's worth
Kind of
it.
like it's worth it for
Yeah,
sure.
and you build the
Yeah.
bar. Like, you build so much meter from doing it too, right? So it's like, but yeah. So when he got hit, I just was like, okay, this he's mentally checked out. So I just did whatever the fuck I wanted the rest of the match, and I beat him. And he was
That's nice.
in his seat for like 10 minutes, bro. Like, I felt so bad. Like I didn't care.
What do you do
until I turned around. No, I got up. I gave him a pound. I got up. But then, and then Knuckle Dew and Jack were so hyped. Noah was mad hyped. They were going crazy. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, because I usually travel by myself. So,
nice.
I was like,
nice.
oh, this is pretty
team there, the team.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. I was like, oh, wow, this is like such a great feeling. Like, to see my friends like that. Like,
rooting for you for sure.
And,
okay, wait.
Yeah.
What did you do did you say something to Akira when he was sad?
No, I gave him a pound. I walked away, and then that's when everybody was like, "Oh my god, going crazy!" And then when I turned around, I saw him in his seat. He was still there for like 10 minutes.
That's heartbreaking, yeah, for sure.
And I was like,
that shit hurts for anybody.
And I'm super empathetic, so that shit was like,
of course,
fucking me up, bro. I was like,
you know how that feels. That every single player knows exactly how that feels. That shit's there's nothing you could say to make him feel better.
Yeah, I just don't even bother. I wait till later. Like, I messaged him later, and I told him like, it was an honor to play him, and like he was one of my favorite players to watch towards the end of Street Fighter V. Because
but that doesn't matter.
But yeah,
he didn't hear that.
This is like days later, like days, like
he heard that.
And he responded to me. He was like, "Oh my, you're so strong," and blah blah. I was like, "Oh yeah, thank you." But so I end up, whatever. So what's mad funny, right? So the players got like breakfast, right? And it was funny because like every day I would go with Noah, and Noah would just get me in, so I get free breakfast every day, and the breakfast was fucking godlike, by the way, right? So me and Noah would eat. He fucking eats his food mad fast, and then he just leaves. I'd have like fucking 4 plates of food, and I just kept eating.
He doesn't chew.
He doesn't chew. He just looks at his food, and it just literally disappears. I guess, I don't know.
He fucking burns out by like the food, like, but there's no like, everything is a raw dry rush with the food, but he doesn't chew.
He doesn't chew, bro. He's just, the food just goes straight into his intestines, I guess. So I see Pugera, and me and Pugera have been cool since 4, and he's one of the players that like will comfortably try to speak English with me, right? So we always would see each other and talk for like a couple minutes, and I was talking to him,
thank you.
and you know what he said to me? He said to me, Akira went to Pugera after he lost to me and said, "Why can a Dawson player anti-air like this?" Oh, that shit was so funny, bro. And I was dying. I was like, wait, I used to play Sagat. I'm not a Dawson main. And Pugera's like, I did not know. I was like, yeah, I used to play Sagat in 5. And he's like, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Why is he thinking about that? But like, Dawson doesn't have a DP, so he cannot anti-air.
No. But the thing was, Akira was doing some freaky ass jumps, and I was cross cutting it.
Your anti-air so good?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And he was like, "There's no way. This doesn't make sense." So, So yeah, he was just shocked. Like, what the fuck? And it was funny because everybody that like came up to me afterwards, like they'd be like, "We knew Akira was gonna lose to you because the one thing he does is jumping. He don't know about you, Zaf."
No, that dude is like legit, like always in the skies, brother.
Yeah, legit. I was just like,
how about those like hooligan fake come down?
I was just in range.
A short dive kick. Yeah.
I would sometimes tiger knee on top of it because he would like empty and do something, and he would just run into it.
Damn, I was thinking, what if you start implementing the HDP? The 18 frame.
Oh, there was one
by the
thing.
way, I found a checkmate actually. If you if you just say you do a level 3, right? After you do a level 3, you're plus 15, I think, from my memory serves me right. If you do a level 3 Sagat, and then they're burnt out, whatever, and then then you know after the knockdown of the level 3, just do HDP because it's 18 frames. It's gonna hit them and ship them out.
Oh shit!
And the GG. It has 450 chip too, by the way. I think, or
Whoa.
something like that. Something insane. Yeah, I just do HDP. Fucking like, bah. And the AC can react to that too. But it's that it's just like,
Yeah, something you do.
oh my god. Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, it's such a good check closer.
That's actually really good. I'm gonna lab that. Damn, there's so much shit I gotta lab.
We should write that.
So yeah, like, you know, after I beat him or whatever, it was cool because he's the second. I haven't beat a Japanese player since season 1. So like,
that's unfair though. You haven't played a lot against Japanese players though.
I don't know.
How many Japanese players have you played in tournament?
I've played what? I've played
Combo Breaker. You lost to fucking, your boyfriend, right? Takamura, right? And Big Bird, right?
No, Big Bird was CEO. But I lost to
CEO,
Mizuwa.
okay.
I lost to Mizuwa CEO. I lost to Daigo at Cream City. I lost to
You lost to Daigo Cream City.
I lost to Ryusei at Evo. I lost to
but like but you're not getting double jeopardy by Japan, right?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just like, if I'm getting I'm losing to like top players, basically.
But you're losing to fucking pros anyways. Too,
yeah, that's true.
And then your games are close anyways. What the hell? That's not a big deal. Like
That's
I'm saying, like this. It's like, imagine. Okay, Japan is the best region by far. It's not close, but they're rarely number 1. Like when it comes to like the number 1 player is almost rarely from Japan.
That's true. Right. They have the abundance.
Yeah, they have basically every other rank but the number 1 spot because like say season 1, right? You got like fucking Angry Bird Mena and Angry Bird Mena basically, right? And then Punk came along and then the season 2-ish whatever, and moving forward it was like a Punk, and then it was Punk's number 1, right? And then like Mena winning the Evo Japan, the first one too, etc. And then Kakeru getting second, etc. So Kakeru is still there in the stuff, and then Angry Bird's still there in vicinity. You know, it's like always that. And then it sprinkles some Gachi-kun there too during that time.
Oh, you don't think Kakeru was the best at one point? No?
Number 1?
Don't think so?
I would consider, like, that's what I'm saying, like, the only person that you can say that was number 1, like you could consider him by when he won Gamers 8. And then he won Capcom Cup for that brief period, right? But then after that one, but like, even when he won Capcom Cup, he was still not number 1 technically in the world, even though he's a Capcom Cup champion because Punk won Evo. But then Punk's competition was a lot harder, I felt, compared to, obviously, like, he beat Bloss, so it's a big deal. But like, I felt like he's like easily top 2, right? During that time, because like he was getting second and winning, right? So it's obviously, but that's his first big dub, basically. Obviously, and well deserved. But like, basically, Japan was never number 1 for like a long period compared to like other regions, like, obviously like Dominican Republic because of Mena, then you got like UAE because of Angry Bird, then you got like USA because of Punk, right? Like those has been like the people that's been number 1, actually, the one that you can say number 1, and now China,
right?
Like now China, okay, like that's what I'm saying. But though now every other rank though is Japan though, like, so they're number 1. They're the super team.
That makes sense. Like, okay, I can see that. So after I beat him, I had to immediately play Yas to make it out. And I lost to him. So that was the first match on stream, okay? Me personally, I was not a fan of the stream setup. The off stream setups felt amazing, but something about that stream setup didn't feel right. And then seeing the shit Yas was dropping, I was like, okay, so it's not just me. And it was just awkward.
No. They hated the setup, but like that's everybody, anyways. Anybody with a PlayStation. So I think there's a chance that maybe we might not see any more PlayStation stuff too.
Because of the Evo thing.
Because the Evo stuff,
But they're still gonna try to be a sponsor, so it's most likely they're still gonna be in the.
Not for Evo maybe, but like for EWC, with everything there is PC anyways. Next year there's gonna be PC already. Like, because like how many PlayStation events are out there though? Seriously,
it's just CPT events. Yeah,
it's not even all of CPT because UFA is not. It's
PC this year again.
It's always PC though.
Yeah, but it wasn't a premiere event until this year. So do they adhere to the CPT rules?
It's always PC. Like, mind you, like think about it. The okay. Also, all the World Warrior stuff that's playing online, majority are PC users, anyways, right? Sure, but it's like mixed. But then, like, obviously, like, if you think about every event, like Capcom Cup is PC, right? All of Street Fighter League, World, and then whatever country is all PC, right? All of it, And then, like, you got like only Evo are not PC, right? All the other tournaments in Asia are PC. Red Bull Kumite, I don't know what is Red Bull Kumite, but basically, if you think about it, like, it's primarily the Evo, Combo Breaker, CEO, or PC, or PS5. Right. Those, that, like, Asia. Good luck with that one. That's gonna be PC every time in Asia. So I'm saying, like, it's at least, like, there's a divide. There's a divide, but, like, obviously everybody wants it to be PC. Like, like Blink was PC, right? But everybody hated that fact that they didn't turn on the settings, the input reduction. But that was PC, but people complained because they didn't really set it up. That's the problem with the Blink. But that was PC, and that's a premier CPT event. You were there,
right?
That's a PC, right? But they didn't turn on the reduction thing, whatever.
Right. True. Yeah. So then UFA most likely would be. I hope it is, because I heard nothing but great things about UFA, like amazing things.
I don't know anything bad coming out. That is like I would say the best, like, tournament I've gone to in Europe.
Everybody says that. It is, like, hands down.
The hands down for sure. That's like, if you could say, like, okay, I could just expand UFA to the point that should just be like the Evo there. You know what I mean? Because it's that good. Everybody, like, I don't know anybody that ever said anything bad about UFA. UFA is fucking the best.
Yeah, the TO Abu, I think that's his name. Abu. He knows what he's doing, bro. Like, so I'm excited. I'm actually gonna be heading there. It's in 3 weeks. 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be going there. So that'll be my second time in France. First time since season 1. So I felt pretty. I enjoyed France, like, a lot as far as, like, the tournament.
How about the food, though?
I didn't care for the food, bro.
I didn't care about the food either.
That shit was fucking trash. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother.
I had Italian food when I was in France, bro.
Bro, that shit was just bread and more bread.
I did not know what to order. It's not like they don't have good food. We just don't know shit.
I will tell you, the chocolate milk there, I will go back to France just for the chocolate milk.
They have better fucking coffee.
Yeah, bro, that shit is what? But as far as, like, food, yeah, I'm good with that. But anyways, let's
continue. Let's continue with the results.
Yeah,
and
so
then
I play ass.
Analysis paralysis.
Yeah, okay. So I play ass. I'm not gonna go too into it because that's actually gonna be the analysis paralysis today. So we'll get to that in a bit. But I end up losing to Yas 2-1. And then afterwards,
you got matchup. That's a hard one.
Yeah, so I like going into it. I was like,
we don't know the matchup.
I don't know shit. Yeah, and
1 week old. Sagat, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, some people were like talking shit, like, why would you fly across the world and play? I'm like, bro, the point is to learn. Like, what am I supposed to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do? Come here and then what? Like, just keep doing what I've been doing? No, like, the point is my character's out. I'm hard committed. And at worst, I'm gonna get experience. At best, I fucking make some great progress. And you know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, but your character just came out legit, like, fucking 1 week.
Yeah.
From, like, that tournament. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Are you expecting, like, some? Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
even Gachikun, when they had, like, fucking Rashid come out 9 days before Evo, he tried to play that motherfucker, and that didn't work out.
Word.
Right? Yeah. So I'm saying, like, but he invested and he kept on it all the way. Okay, and then end up winning fucking Singapore.
Yep, that's true. Literally, 2-3 months later.
He took a bunch of L's all the way.
Yep, facts.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what you call the investment paid off. Yep. You know,
like, I already feel like it did. I already feel like it did. Like,
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is, though.
Because I went there and a lot of the theories of the direction of the character I wanted to, like, play, I got to test it out and I was like, oh shit, wow, this stuff is really effective. This stuff not so much. This stuff I'm gonna keep exploring, blah 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 blah. And then, like, beating a top player 9 days after our character comes out. I mean, like, what the fuck? And it's not like I did anything crazy. Like, I just played really solid, right? I didn't do anything, like, gimmicky. Sagat's not a gimmicky character, so it's like.
Well, to be fair, let's say you're just learning character, right? And then the guy's been playing their character for 2 years, for instance. That's like, that goes both ways, because the other person also does not know exactly how to fight or the specifics of that new character.
For sure.
So, like, You know, so he also has like, you know, when it comes to the matchup, he doesn't also have the same amount of experience, you know, though you guys are doing it, you know, to the best of your ability, you know.
Right.
So yeah,
But he's
that
definitely
still feels
favored.
good.
He's 100% favored.
Yeah, but not by much, you know, when it comes to that, because the knowledge is important to make good decisions. Without
Agreed.
knowledge, then you have to now start assuming things or testing things. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
That's yeah.
So, but I'm only operating within the confines of what I can control. So I just like, well, this is the stuff that I understand. I'm gonna just try it, apply it, and then just keep, you know, refining it over time, whatever. But anyways, so yeah, I lose to him, and then I play Lord G's JP. I don't have any Sagat JP experience, so I was because I haven't played any like that, right?
What are we talking about? What happened before you left?
Yeah, but
that's only a few games. Only a few games.
Yeah, it was like fuck me and you played testing. Like right?
The 5 games.
Yeah, literally.
It doesn't matter.
And so I was like,
we don't know much. Plus that's like 6 after that, like another 4 days passed. The meta has progressed again. Right. So yeah, that's true.
So I'm like, and mind you, we played a lot more of
theory crafting.
Yeah, you know, than we did actual playing. So
for sure.
I was like, I'm gonna just go with what I'm the most confident in, because you know, like I win this, I make it to tomorrow, and then I have a whole day of like feedback. I can go watch my Sagat matches, apply it tomorrow and losers, and then whatever happens, right? If I make it out. So I was like, I'm gonna go Dhalsim. So I went Dhalsim. First game, I was like very antsy. I was like trying to just like end the fucking, you know, and I kept.
Wait, what's the matchup?
Dhalsim JP.
The JP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like not playing it to, you know, my usual standard.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, and I felt it, and then the second game I like locked in, right? And then it was a very like convincing game to win. And then I kind of wanted to end it because I felt so fucking tired. I was like, yo, I'm going to just try to gimmick. I'm just going to just try to throw the kitchen sink at this dude. Because they don't have Dhalsim experience like that. So I was like,
who's
the Middle East. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm going to just try to do like a bunch of shit and just try to force shit. And then I just kept getting hit in the process of trying to force shit. And then I got more irritated. And then I just lost.
Brother, you can't do that.
I know I can't do that. Right?
Against JP, brother. JP fucks you up if you play it
fast. I know not to play like that, but I was just like, I want to end this right now. I didn't trust myself like to
you can't do that.
I didn't trust myself to play it any other way, even though I literally just won game 2 like playing you know what I'm saying? It was just like
that's when you need a break. That's when you'd be like, just a second, I need to go to the bathroom to actually reassess what the fuck you're thinking at that point.
Yeah, probably, right?
Like,
so
I'm so serious.
Yeah, I should have definitely took a break there.
You want to get it over with? Okay, let's kill this guy right now. Let's play the best 2 minutes right now.
Yeah, really? That's how I should have played, right?
Like if you had your friend there, like it would tell you that. It would like just play it. Okay, come on, you're tired, right? Are you done? Okay, let's go. Kill this guy for 2 minutes. Let's go.
Right.
Let's get whatever you want. I'll buy dinner too. Yeah. That's how you fucking do that shit. Yeah, it's like that. How you communicate in that sense to yourself about that, you know? Because you're only playing one match, you know? Like, it's fine. Just fucking play it the best you can. It's 2 minutes. Like, you can tell me, like, it's just 2 minutes. You know, play it straight. Like, don't be too impatient. Don't go ham. Don't force it. It will happen.
That's what happened. I was trying to force it, bro. I didn't trust myself. It was literally fear motive. Like, it was a fear motive that made me play like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, damn, I just... So here's some context, right? My brother was watching me, right? And so, in my head, I'm like, yo, I just lost with my brother watching me on stream. So I was like, I just want to end this. I don't want... So I try to like hyper fixate on controlling the game. And I was like, well, I'm going to just force shit and just make him my bitch instead of me being his bitch. You know?
It's nothing to do with that.
But that's how I was thinking. That was my thought process because I just was trying to forcefully win. It was force. I wasn't receptive. I wasn't flexible. I wasn't adaptive. I wasn't allowing. I was trying to force it. And so this is important for me to say this because a part of self-management and regulation is you need to be self-aware, right? So this is why I say this shit out loud. Most people won't admit this because they want to appear perfect. I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to get better.
Nobody's perfect.
Right. I just want to get better. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is.
I am an open book. I will tell you what I thought, my mistakes.
Yep.
Because that's how I get better. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it was just basically a lapse in focus. Like, you know how you were saying, oh, you know, if you had a friend there to kind of correct you and be able to play the 2 minutes, That's a way of resetting your focus, right? So I didn't have that in the moment because I didn't realize I was doing this. I was just
brother.
you know,
Like I have a friend like was there watching like some pro that I'm coaching, and it was like, and then this guy tells me, bro, he said he's tired. He's just like he's not into it. He's not into it, and like I don't know what to say. He's like he wants to play his secondary now. He's not into it. I don't know what to say. I said I agree with him. He's tired, right? We gotta go. But can we just play this the best that we could in the next 2 minutes? I agree with him.
That is such a good way of saying that.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta agree with him. Okay, you're tired. I agree with you, brother. Let's go. Let's just kill this guy. Let's play with the best we could in 2 minutes. You can be patient for 2 minutes. That's not too long.
That's
right?
nothing. Yeah, when you say that, I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't I just play good for 2 minutes?
Just 2 minutes. You could do it. And
literally.
It's like, when that happens, that clicks to that player and it gets reminded, oh, that's fucking right. Just fucking kill this guy and then we can go. And then we can rest all you want.
Literally.
And then now you have a reset and now you can focus better.
Even better. You could say 5 minutes because that's 99 seconds, right? Like 3 rounds is basically like 5 minutes, right?
I'm just saying. I said 2.
Right. So, but I'm saying like,
because we gotta be patient. This guy's gotta be patient. He's gonna die. Like it's about how you relate them things. Sometimes like I'm coaching somebody with we have like language barriers and stuff. Give me the other friend that knows how to speak Spanish here. Okay. All right. I want you to exactly say this to this guy. Okay.
Slap him.
Right? Yeah. There.
Tell him.
Do that. All right. Cool. All right. Okay. Call me when we have another problem. Right.
All
okay.
Right.
Cool. And I fucking it's actually so crazy. But like, yeah. But it's like sometimes somebody just needs to say that, to like. Because my friend used to fucking do that shit with me when I'm like so annoyed, tired, whatever. He would tell me like, brother, he knows how to kind of like push my buttons, Howard would tell me like little things like, everybody's gonna call you like, he's gonna say that you're his bitch now if you lose to this guy. I say, brother, no, he cannot never say that because I own his entire clan. Yeah, but only the last time matters here. They will forget the other 99 times.
True.
So now they're gonna have power over you now. That like shit like that fucking triggers the fuck everything. It's like, and don't even make it look close, brother. Okay? If this goes 3-2, you lost this. In their hearts, they won. So now they put pressure that I'm supposed to win this shit 3-0 or 3-1,
Right.
3-2, I lose. Yeah, like that. Like that's what they would fucking tell me. Fucking my guys are like, oh my god, the amount of pressure like they would put it in me, but like it was actually so helpful because they never talked to me about these things. I would be playing more emotional instead of like logically, and because if you're more logical, then you can execute your strategy, right? The more emotional you are, then the more you want to I want to get this feeling of anxiety out of it.
Yeah, so, that's what I was feeling. Was it anxiety basically?
Yeah, but just you being human, that's normal though.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that one. Every single person feels that way, I guess, for the most part, right? They feel that way. Like Noah does not get nervous. Okay, you hang out with Noah. Did he tell you he get nervous?
Nope.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what that feels like because he's been doing this since he was 7, when he was a baby. So imagine he's doing something, going to the fucking tournaments when he was 7. Now he has 20. Like, what's nervous? Why am I nervous? I've been doing this since I was 7.
Right. True.
So, like he does not know what feeling nervous is. It's just like that.
Right.
Like Justin, you think Justin gets nervous or Daigo? Like,
yeah. So like my nervousness is not from tournaments because tournaments I don't get nervous because of tournaments.
Yeah.
I get anxious because of a perception of something inside of a game. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about people watching me or giving a fuck about
perception of what.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on what I look at, like how I look at an event. You understand?
Okay, no. So you're trying to please yourself? Or the people watching you, what they're gonna think?
No, because I don't give a fuck about that when I play. What triggers my anxiety is hyperfixation with control. That's what makes me anxious.
Yeah, but you can't control everything.
But that's my point, you see? And that's why if you watch me play, you can tell when I switch into that mode is because of a lapse in focus. It is.
That would block you for sure.
100%.
Have that.
But I understand that. I actually was journaling that today, like one of my
that's important
solutions to that. And it's
like, oh god, it's not gonna work like that. You cannot have that ever. because
That's
like
been my biggest block was that. But I used to think
sure.
like, you know, like some people would tell me, like top players, like, oh wow, you have all the skills, Zaf. It's just like you're your own worst enemy, right?
Yeah, that's how it is though.
Yeah, for sure. Especially
That's the hardest matchup too.
100%.
Yes, the hardest matchup
100%.
yourself. Yes.
But I now understand, at literally as of today, in the most concise, generalized fashion possible, it was a hyperfixation on control that I have, right? Because originally I used to think, oh, maybe it's when I want stuff, I start to play bad. But then I'm like, no, that can't be true because I've wanted stuff and still got it, or I've wanted to win and still have won brackets, or wanted to beat players like Justin, and I've done it twice in the same bracket. So what was it? What was the difference? And I realized it was my obsession with control of trying to force. You see, like the force word is very like,
yeah, that's not good because that's not how it works. Because like you could be like so skilled, like say your skill is 10 out of 10, but that still doesn't guarantee you to win. Like hence, like you see, like the punks or the menace or the world, the angry bird, they still can lose, right? Like it's like the same. It's like that, you know. So, but they're super skilled. You can't tell me like they're just bad. That's why they fucking lost. No, that's not. That doesn't apply to like that, you know. But if you get your skill really really high, that gives you like a higher probability of getting to the end more than the others.
But it does not guarantee.
Yeah. Yes. So like, so that's what you deserve, a chance more likely to get to the end.
Yeah.
That's what skill is. So that's sweet. That means you can't really control that.
Yeah. But see, I was trying to control and force the guarantee.
That. That's just crazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm not even lying to you, bro. I've been doing that my entire career. I've been trying to do that.
It is what it is. Have you heard like Angry Bird talk about these things? The same shit that I would say. Same shit about Justin would say. Like, yeah, my goal is to just play to the best that I can today.
Yeah, but see, I never understood that because in my brain, the best that I could do is directly controlling. Yeah, you see,
I play control characters, brother. That's what I do.
But that was the illusion.
I let like the, you know, because this is gonna happen. Let's say you're playing really really good. He's playing really really good, and then both are 0-no advantage, you know, of frames or anything like that. You just happen to throw a medium punch. I happen to throw a fucking random sweep, for instance, at that range. Your medium punch, you get whiff punish and you died. Did I outplay you there, or we had a coincidence that collided and we both like, and then I came out on top, right? Just think about that something that simple. Now you just multiply that into like more normal situations that with coincidence will play a factor into a game, right? There's a few coincidences that can sway the results. There are fair few, but that's enough to actually like, you know, like take the control from you. Like, I mean, like, you know, with a less frequency, I guess, you know. But that's why you cannot control it all throughout. You can only like control like your controller. You know, you can only try to play the best that you could of what you prepared for. But after that one, that's it. So you can't control your opponent, like, you know, how he plays, how he mashes, whatever the fuck, right? You can like condition him, but at the end of the day, we don't know if he's gonna go to layer 2 or 3 still. Right. You know? It's like a bunch of probability.
So I don't usually respond to comments while I'm in the podcast, but I'm gonna respond to DeWorld because he said something very interesting. Okay, so I didn't contradict myself when I said I don't care about how people perceive me, because I generally don't. What I'm saying is when I strongly want a result for myself, for me, that is when I get distracted and I try to control instead of accepting the outcome as is. I don't care. I can lose and be graceful in loss. I can win and feel like shit, right?
I have illusions for that. So this is why I had that problem like really early on. So I was thinking like, okay, so I was like feeling this like, oh my God, I need to prevent these things from happening. You know what I'm saying? Prevent like this guy from getting to do whatever the fuck he can do with his character, right? Try to control and check everything, for instance, it's impossible, right? So now I need to trick myself so I don't look at the, you know, the situation or the game that way. So instead of looking at my win condition, right? Because like if you think about your win condition a lot, okay, like I'm gonna land all this stuff, and then now I'm just gonna win it, and then I'm just gonna cook this motherfucker, and then that's it, baby. But you're forcing it because your win condition is so clear, right? So I stopped thinking about my win condition. I start thinking about my lose condition. How am I gonna lose this? So I just start thinking about what are the things that can happen to me that
Could go
will
wrong.
make me like lose really fast.
Hmm.
Okay, this motherfucker gets a random jumping fierce, or if I get hit by the 2 MP DRC, I die here. Okay, so I'm gonna stay out of that already. See, like that one, like instead of like me looking like, okay, I'm gonna control this, and that, and try to control my opponent by having like my win condition mindset, I start fuck the win condition. How about my lose condition? Because if I don't lose, I win. I just need to exist, right? It's same shit. But now I'm gonna look at it this way. So now I just look at it like, what's my lose condition in this one? What's the fastest way? Okay. If I get DI'd here, sure. So that means I'm not pressing fierces or fireballs at that moment for this X amount of frames. Okay, whatever. I'm only gonna focus on these things. That's fine. All right, cool. Then that already like reduced the odds of them like potentially getting lucky or random you out. For instance, right? If you're just aware of that that's your goal for that particular 10 seconds of that, then you take away, remove that idea of the or at least distract yourself to not think about the controlling aspect, because that one you're not trying to control them anymore. You're just preventing now the extremes. That's super easy now for you to think about, and by you thinking that, you now shape a new branch or a new reality that that's less controlling or forcing, because just preventing like the obvious spots. But by you focusing on those, you get distracted from not like trying to really force a situation. Instead, you're just letting it flow now because you're reacting instead.
Yeah, I think with the extremes, I would try to cover the extremes. But then, this is the problem with that is, if you consciously try to do that, that means you're interrupting the training. I've already trained in a way where the extremes won't be extreme, right? They'll be mitigated to some degree. But the thing is, in my head, because I want to forcefully guarantee this outcome, I start thinking. You see, I start thinking and trying to forcefully solve these things that might not even fucking happen. So I try to cover a base. Yeah, exactly. And that's why it looks like two players.
Stack is so stressed.
Yeah, literally, it's like I'm mental stacking myself.
Exhausted.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so fucking. That's what your whip punishes is out the window in that spot.
Everything. Yeah, literally. The only thing I'll have is anti-airs because that's just my gift. But everything else will fucking suffer. I start walking back and getting hit by lows. I don't block overhead. Yeah, literally.
That's easy already.
But that's because of the obsession with control. And so they say success leaves clues. So I think of like all the times I've done amazing things is because I have not cared about controlling and making those things happen. I just allowed it. I surrendered. That's the word. I surrender. I just completely was like, I am going. So here's the thing. The thing about surrendering, the beauty of it is it doesn't mean you give up. It just means you commit to something and accept the outcomes.
Just the outcome.
You just accept it, right? And you're just, I'm going to commit. And so that's what it was. I wasn't committing to things. I was spreading myself thin, and because I was spreading myself thin, I wasn't like putting my 100% into my actions. I would put 50%. And remember you told me like when you want to be clutch, you got to put your heart into it. But my heart wasn't in it because my mind wasn't letting my heart be in it.
Also, if you're doing something half-assed, it's worse.
Word.
So you're doing like half of something because now you're distracted the other half. Then that's terrible. Because that means like that's not necessarily like, okay, imagine like if I'm gonna do like 50%, like it's like, okay, I'm gonna only focus on my AA 50% here. Then now your sharp AA timings are out. It's not sharp anymore. It's like half, right? Then where's the other half gone? What happened there? Because you're trying to control shit. Like, so you have to really go for it. If you felt that way, you have to do that, Like you have to do that. Like obviously that's back with like, like your reads because of all the situation leading up to it. That's why you had that read. But if you're gonna go only 50% of your heart there, that's not good.
Yeah.
Because deep down inside you'd never believed it also.
Right. Exactly.
You're supposed to believe it.
You're supposed to believe it.
Yeah, because you are basically like, you need to believe it first. So if you don't believe it, brother, it's not gonna happen. Because you're the one gonna fucking execute it. You're the one who's gonna time it. You're the one who's gonna create that situation. If you don't fucking believe it, why even bother thinking about it?
You know what it's like? It's like a mental hit confirm. It's like when you go to hit confirm, you're supposed to believe you're supposed to hit. that makes it easier to confirm it, right? But if you're doubting,
You're supposed to look. Yeah.
if you're
cannot
doubting
have
it,
doubt. Yeah.
you're not gonna hit confirm it. You're gonna be like,
For
I don't
sure.
know,
Yeah.
you know. And then
For
it's
sure.
like, so why are you doing something you don't think is gonna work? And that's so true. And so I'm thankful for this revelation because I felt like a lot of pressure, like relieved. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, whoa. Now, like I could actually just like all I have to do is just trust my training and trust the things I've done and be okay with whatever feedback life gives me. And then I just take that feedback and I improve on it. That's it.
Yes.
It's
Because
so
ultimately,
simple.
if you can actually say deep down in heart, deep down inside, be like, I actually improved today, right? If you can say like, okay, what's the improvement? Like people like could be like, oh, I don't think I improved today. No, but when I say improvement, like just like even like a 0.01 improvement is insane already. Okay, like so, like let's say I always use this example when like, let's say like, damn, I'm not supposed to be mashing DI in this spot. You know, some players would say I'm not supposed to be mashing DI in this spot, but he's still mashing, right? DI. I always tell them you're not gonna be able to fully stop 100% like entirely because it's still part of your muscle memory, even though you're aware that you're not supposed to do that, right?
Right, that's true.
The fact that you're aware of it, that you're not supposed to do it, instead of your frequency of it, instead of it being like 90% of the time at this spot you're gonna mash DI, right? But now it's not 90 anymore. It's like 85. Then maybe tomorrow or the next day you might be 70. You actually improve, brother.
Word.
As long as you actually forget that you're saying this thing. Like that, and that's how it is. But you need to have multiple of them, so you get to feel the improvement part later on, because that's how it is. In fighting games, you build little like all these traits about your game. You know, all of them. That's why so many things to improve on. You know, it's so amazing. I love that. But like that's how it is in fighting games.
Word.
That's how it is. Yeah, you really gotta do that. But you know.
Yeah, and it makes sense, bro. But it makes so much sense because the stuff you told me, it's like I understood it, but it was like a weird like block, you know, from applying it, which was I was like, but I never understood why am I not applying this? But I understand, like it's not even acknowledged. I understand from experience that it's correct, but why am I not following through with it consistently? And there was moments where I wasn't doing it. So instead of me being like, yo, I always do this, I was honest. I was like, I don't always do this. So if I don't always do this, when do I do it? Oh, I do it here, but why am I doing it here? And then that's what made me realize the motive was the control. And I was like,
nice.
That's the eureka moment. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nice. I understand. And you
need to remember that.
No, 100%. I wrote it down. I have it in my fucking journal. I could show you. I'm not playing with this. As soon as I found this out today, I was like, I wrote it down. I fucking used different colors and all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I need to like 100%, double down on this discovery. You know what I'm saying? So I feel really I feel so much better because it's like, it was a form of perfectionism essentially, right? Trying to control everything. And like you said, like, I know I can't be perfect. So why the fuck am I trying to be? Because of fear. Fear is motivating me to try to control everything in a game, in a match. But if I just focus on what I do and the probability, that word probability that you shared with me, like dating back to like fucking the first episode, bro, I was like, that word is stuck in my head so much when I talk about decisions. Cause I'm like, because even in the word itself, it's a word, it's a percentage. It doesn't mean guarantee.
Yeah,
it's just a percentage.
No, there's no such thing. What's so crazy? I told you, right? It's like a part of esports team, like your Boston Bruins team, right? You know, Splice. So so they have all the doctors for for my hands, for my back, whatever the fuck, everything, all super professional, like real esports shit or sports like doctor, whatever. And then athletes has this sports psychiatrist, right? They talk to you about, and they want to organize your thoughts in general, and I don't have to take those things, but it's part of your, it's part of you being part of the team, you have to kind of dude. I hated doing that because I felt like this bitch has nothing to offer me. I was saying that, but then I was then tell myself, well, she's doing it from a lot of different kind of professionals, so then she has to be gotta do something, and that she definitely helped me for sure. Organize things because before I was I have photographic memory on especially if I attach it to numbers, so I remember not most, I'm saying 90%, I guess, of the frame data of any game I play without trying to really think. But the way she helped me like identify what are my strengths, so where I can attach my memory to something. Because before I was attaching it to a color, to a date, or to a time and a place and dish and shit like that, right? It's like, so now I don't get to fully get a hold of that memory. But this time I'm like, fuck all the colors, all of that shit. I'll put this motherfucker to number 14. That's it. Put that in folder 14. That's it. If after 14 opens up that folder, I can remember everything associated to that one. Like now I don't think about like, I don't have to think about like, okay, I think, what day was that? Yeah, it was pretty sunny that day, huh? Yeah, what else we talk about? Like a lot of those things. It's a lot of clutter. This time I don't think about that. I just think about this episode. Yeah, I can repeat this entire episode now. But I test that. Yeah, she helped me like organize my memory in a sense. Because like, you know, when we compete, you have to, your memory is probably the most like important, I think.
For sure.
Like because okay, so a lot of people have this misconception about, it's like a lot of reaction on certain things, but I it's not reaction. It's about your focus on like what you're focusing on at a time.
Right.
Because in what you're focusing on at a time, basically your mental stack in a sense, you know, has influence there. But what you're focusing on at a time, like improves your reaction in those spots, right? So like how well you transition from your focus, right, and also remembering which one you should be paying attention to based on your experience with this person in the previous rounds, or the previous games, or the last few games that you played this, or the games that you've seen this player played. Then you now can actually like use some of the knowledge or counters that you know the deep down inside that you can kind of like use, right, or harness for that point, you know. And that's memory is really important in that spot, you know, because now you get to recognize more pattern as well. Your pattern recognition is going to be so much more clearer and sharper, so you end up making better decisions over time. Yeah. So like, yeah, so it's like, and then reaction just comes along with it. I did like so many fucking random tests for this, like about like, I told like somebody like, I'm gonna give you hit confirm in 1 hour. I told him that. It's like, and then, you know, I told them multiple different people. It's like different ways that I would like to communicate to them how I feel, how I understand, how they learn things. I would change it exactly how I feel that they would receive my message, right? Say 1 hour, I'm gonna give you hit confirm. You can bet however how much you want. I'll take it. I will give you, if you tell me you're 60 years old, I'll give you hit confirm right now. 1 hour with me. You know? And I've never failed on that one. Because it's true. Because it's just about exactly how I understand how you're thinking and how you look at things, and then I'll tell you, and then you're gonna do it. Actually, the more I recognize those things, like, damn, if only Capcom does something like this in the game. Oh no, they won't be able to, because everybody looks at the game differently, or how you look, how your brain like remembers things. Right. It's just like, you know, like for instance, like, okay, like you say, like you got Bonchan or Mochi, right? When they're hit confirming, they look at the life bar. Before in SF5, they look at the life bar when they do hit confirm, because the life bar reduces the health first before you actually see the full animation of the character getting hit, right? That's how they basing it up. So that, okay, but like some people like look at they base it on sound, or they base it off like other many different other things, like colors or numbers or whatever the fuck, you know, characters. So it's just, I'm just so excited. Like every time like I get to work on those things. Like all the players I work with, it's like I'm really, really happy about those. Because like that's like I constantly try to improve how I coach in general. Because like the thing that's like, it's like a pretty good project of mine. It's something that I'm happy to do for fun. I guess it's something like, it's my passion project in a sense, you know, for fun. It's not my job, so it's like that's why I love doing it. Because if it's my job, I would fucking hate it. Word. I would hate it, you know. Yeah, just like I love it because it's my passion. Because it's not my job. If it's my job, fuck, I would not do it. You know.
I read in a book about how to be fully engaged.
Yes, boy, hi.
And it says something really sick. Like you want to be physically well rested, right? To be physically engaged or something. Mentally, you want to have clarity, right? In order to be fully engaged, so you want to identify what it is that commands your attention or that you want. Emotionally, you have to you have to be able to sit within discomfort emotionally, right? And then spiritually, you just have to see it as something that's like like it has a lot of meaning to you, to your existence, whatever it is that you're participating in, right?
Yeah, I could. You could. That's like the best part. Yes.
You know,
Okay.
and so it makes sense because anytime you're not fully engaged with something, it's because one of those four things is not aligned.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
and I was
Brother,
like, wow, that makes a lot of sense.
I love that. I really love that because like when I'm coaching somebody, I have to also pay attention to how they respond to whatever, like I would say, like whatever word I would say or like whatever topic I'm talking about is usually to like also gauge how I feel or my perception of how they're receiving my message, right?
Mm.
And then from my read on like how they receive things, then I'll try to find the most efficient way to kind of deliver it and like show them better in a way. Then like then I get to kind of like reshape or translate the message or like whatever the lesson should be that day. You know, like and it's like it's crazy because like you can't repeat it to the next person like a
Right.
similar way because the other person learns so much more different than the others.
True.
Right? So everybody's so unique. That's why it's so crazy when I saw like you know like a different genre, a different game, and I saw like they're doing coaching and stuff like that. But it's the same course for everybody. It's like, what the fuck is this? A brochure or a
Yeah,
strategy
that's
guide?
not it.
This is hella stupid.
Copy paste.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I always tell like, what the fuck? Like imagine like we're talking about obviously like players that wants to get better in fighting games in general. Like it's like starting. Like you know they're not like they get to pro level and stuff, but like they don't understand like most of the you know the what they should be. They don't have a way to kind of like put to structure their focus. You know, they're all over the place. So when they're all over the place, they end up doing this. Well, I wouldn't want to be dealing with this confrontational situation where they're like in the outside of your 5 HK for instance range. I don't want to be here because it's very uncomfortable for everybody, right? You know, for that level. So they end up jumping, mashing DI or mashing sweep or drive rushing, right? Because instead of them trying to like prevent so many other things that they want to control, but they can't really control and they don't know what to expect for because their awareness is not so high yet.
Right.
And they end up just going ham instead because when they go ham, it makes them more relaxed, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't have to have that anxiety of like if they want to control everything. So like if you think about it, it's like as a human aspect of that, it's like damn, that makes more sense though because they don't want to deal with the anxiety part. So that's their like like survival instincts kicking in, you know.
Right.
That's kind of like doing that to them. So I fucking love that.
Yeah,
When I understood these things.
my like number one rule with myself whenever I teach somebody is that I always meet the person where they are. I never teach somebody from my position. Never.
Yes.
I
totally.
always
It's number one.
Yeah, 100%. So I kind of see like it's funny because I have like a syllabus, right? I'm like super organized. So I have a syllabus of like whatever the topic is. Let's say it's like movement training and understanding, right? Because the way I teach is like it's mindset, so understanding the nuances of like the theory and concepts, and then the actual applications, the skill set portion, right? But the thing is, even though I have a syllabus, that's like the foundation, but the path is always different, you know? Because you have to have a little bit of direction, obviously. But if it's too rigid, then you don't. Yeah, if it's too rigid, it's not communicated effectively to the unique idiosyncrasies of each person. But then if it's too free flowing, you get lost and you get off track, right? So like
they get lost in there, in the ether, brother.
In the ether. In fighting game, ether is infinite. You're like
you have to customize it for them only. Yes,
you know. So that's how I've gained a lot of my success is in doing that. And it also keeps it fun because it's like playing a match, a fighting game. It's like, what is your learning style? You know, what resonates with you? And then once I figure out, for example, like, are you an active learner? Are you a reflective learner? Are you a, kinesthetic, hands-on, whatever? Like, once you figure that out, oh, do I need analogies for you? Do I need to compare things that are already relatable in your head? Right? So like, once you figure that out, the language resonates with them, and then the person's more comfortable, and their brain is like, okay, and then it's easier for them to believe whatever it is that you're saying, because sometimes people are distracted, so they're so distracted, and then you can guide their interest, and then now all of a sudden they're more engaged, right? So that's like helping with the mental aspect of it. But anyways, I don't mean to talk your head off.
Let's do it already. The match with Yas. Let's watch it because I haven't seen it yet. Share me your screen. Go.
Wait, but what about EWC results? We're gonna skip that?
They know that already. We know that already.
Well, I mean, okay. All right.
Who else doesn't know about that?
I mean, but it's like you're okay. Okay. So, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What was your favorite set from the entire event?
Okay, hold up. I watched all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I streamed it live as well.
Okay.
So I don't want to just say grand finals and be
Yeah,
like,
don't
very
say grand
cheesy
final.
that
That's
way. Okay,
super
no,
fucking.
of course not. Yeah. So like, okay. So I was like really really excited for this match where when I saw the Lashar versus Blas, but obviously it was a little bit one sided. I feel it was like 5-2, right, or something like that, right? Like, so I was excited for that one, and then that didn't really happen. But then, so when it comes to like a favorite match, it has. I like all the Angry Bird games, okay? Because I was rooting for Angry Bird, right? Or Angry Bird and stuff. Because I know Angry Bird was gonna be cooking and stuff. So that's like the Angry Bird was gonna do it. Like, and I know like Angry Birds would be switching gears really, really well as well. So I was like, fucking Angry Bird, come on, let's kill this motherfuckers, come on. And then like, so his match with Ending Walker, though it's sort of one sided, I really like how he controlled the pace with his own style, and he didn't necessarily the way from like other people that's like playing against it. If it seems like he didn't really switch his fast-paced style there, but he actually did. He actually like did so many subtle changes of his approach, because after he losing the first game, he just fucking never looked back. And how he dealt with like Ending Walker was just masterful, I felt. So that's like the way that Angry Bird like mixed in how he gets in, and then added in. Like you see, like the most creative thing that we've seen there on stream was like when he did backdash and he did demon.
Oh yeah,
We've
that
never
was
seen
really
that
sick.
done
Yeah, that was sick.
Okay, mind you, we know that that's possible, but yeah, I've never seen that in a normal match being done. Because like, why not just do backdash and then normal and then or backdash then back grab? Well, okay, if they're -4, I guess it's they might be able to tech still, right? But like if just in case your backdash was late, but like to do backdash demon is like the most guaranteed thing in history.
Right. That's true.
That's like so guaranteed. I was like, brother, that is so genius, you know. But then he did that because he thought about it like at the moment he knocked down, he thought about it. It's premeditated, because if he actually get to think about that situation the moment he got knocked down, after he backdash, he would have just did jab, then heavy, then double DRC. It would do more damage than 4700 CA fucking Raging Demon, and the guy would just died. But this time he left him with little bit health, So like if you think about it, like because he didn't have time to think about the second layer, because he's already thinking like many steps ahead already. Yeah, so he didn't really think about the other side of that one too, because that's hard. It means they have to think about that many steps now too, So yeah, so I really like all the Angry Bird games.
Mine would be Fudo and Lashar. That set was so fire, bro. That set was fire as fuck. That was such a good set, man.
Brother, they played quite a lot, brother. It's like Momochi, him, and Momochi, Fudo, and Lashar got a trifecta going. You know what I'm saying? They got this Ed nonsense going. Right? So good. They got that going. Yeah, but they play super clean, right? It's super nice, So I like it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
I love watching Fudo's strategic like application, and then Lashar's just understanding of situations. It's just such a cool contrast, like they both play clean, but it's a different angle of clean,
Oh yes,
and that's why I was like, oh, this is so like just watching it. I was like, wow, this is like art, and it's so subtle though. It's not obvious, the little changes of like pacing, how they take the turn back, or where they're fighting on the screen, how they're managing their meter, how they're managing their opponent's meter. Like there was just so much nuance, and I was like, yo, there's probably so much more shit I don't see, but what I'm seeing right now, I'm fucking captivated by. So that's why I really enjoyed it a lot.
What did you notice with Blas? What he's doing kind of unique.
Blas against who in particular? Just saying in general.
I get in general.
I thought what was interesting about him was his round-to-round game management.
Oh, okay. That's obviously really everything that he does is S tier, of course. But like the one thing that he was doing where he would purposely drop a combo. Let's say like he hit stun. Let's say like he does like something that's like not as like they're starting with a shitty scaling, whatever. Let's say like a jab or like a perfect parry, whatever. He did like a 5 HK, then he does 5 HP, whatever. Just a link after the 5 HP. Like he would do back heavy punch, and that would not combo, but back heavy punch and then OD Hashigeki to burn you out, to do drive gauge damage as a reset.
Oh, I was
I was like, that he keeps doing that. And I was like, wait, he's not dropping the combo because he knows that would never combo anyways.
Right.
But he actually doing that to burn you out.
Yep.
And then he just haunts you forward. I was like, damn, that is quite unique. I've never seen anybody do that. But to be fair, Kakeru plays like that. But he plays JP, and JP does that automatic.
Yeah, that's true.
True. Do that. You don't need to kind of like think outside the box. That's automatic. You do 5 HP, fake ghost, 5 HP, fucking nonsense, OD ghost. You know what I'm saying? That's automatic. But I'm saying I've seen that happening in the game. But like for Ryu to do that, or when he plays Ken, he does that. Like that's like, damn, that's really cool. Because the damage that you will get out of that one is actually like, you know, that's like, obviously that's potential damage if you think about it, right? Because you're burning out and you have potential damage and control, basically, right? More control, I guess, and potential damage if you burn them out. But like, if you think about that, you just, and I know you're going to lose value right away because you didn't get the mix up, right? Or the combo damage that you would have gotten. But from his perspective, at least from my understanding, that he values more that if he burns you out early, mid screen, whatever, even though you're not in the corner, he gets full control of that whole round, and that has more damage than him just doing a combo into a meaty later.
Yeah, true.
Like that's more potential.
That's
so
true.
I guess so. I was thinking like, damn, I need to just maybe try to fuck around with that one. I'm gonna try to implement some of that in some other characters that I try to fuck around with. Then I was like thinking, okay, oh, so maybe I could just put that as that's my mix up. That's my reward if I hit them instead. You know, but it just converted to a reset block stun.
Right.
Which is super weird to go for a reset block stun. But obviously, now that he showed that to the world and all the pros pay attention to that one. Now, when he does his combo, you just gonna time the fierce at the end of each hit stun and perfect parry there. You just delay perfect parry in those spots. And then that will hard counter his other stuff. You know? So now he has to play clean or drop his combo and just grab, right? To be the fucking next tier like that, you know? But but I'm saying like, you know,
that's the evolution.
Yes, that's the evolution of the meta. So
that's
it's actually pretty cool.
Word.
Yeah, that's something that I noticed with that one.
That's pretty sick. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen and then okay, here we go.
Wait, who's that? Oh, that's Yas.
Yeah, Yas is right here. Because basically they had 2 stream setups that they would go back and forth between. It was pretty cool. Like the cameraman would grab the cameras and they'd literally run. Like they'd run like it was Maury and they'd go and put the cameras on the other setup.
Oh,
and then
can you turn up the volume actually so I can hear it also?
Oh, you want to hear it? Okay.
No, I don't want to hear it actually. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, but yeah, it was pretty sick. Like the cameraman would like grab the cameras, rush to the second setup, rush back. It was the production was so sick, man. Okay.
This matchup actually, I don't really feel like you have that much advantage versus Ryu in this one because of the Tiger Shot, changes.
Bro, how did that not fucking crosscut?
What happened to your uppercut?
It didn't crosscut. I did it delayed and it just did not fucking crosscut.
I tell you, execution there is fine though. That happens to anybody. It's not a big deal. Nice confirm.
Bro, I was nowhere near him. What the fuck?
See that those things, right? That will only happen if you're still like not so comfortable with your character to do a manual walk up grab to get just like a baby Oki, you know, like you did there, and then you got jab. It's because you don't have an auto melee timing. That's okay. You don't have auto melee timings on like certain knockdowns. You know, if you don't have drive gauge, you know, that's just lack of knowledge. But that wasn't necessarily a bad decision, you know, because like a new character during this time. Yeah, I would love that you use the OD fireball, the 2 hitting, the fast one more. I abused the fuck out of that fucking low kick though.
Oh, the step kick low?
Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
I should have done more crouching medium kicks. I'm like realizing how good that button is. Like even if it's not cancelable, just to control the space in front of me.
Yeah, that's like you're safer. You gotta treat the crouching medium kick kind of like a light version of your step kick. That's how you just gotta look at it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's like imagine your forward light kick is your medium kick, and the crouching medium kick is your light kick, basically, kind of like that,
right?
In a sense, yeah. Because JP has exactly those normals that we're talking about. He has the 3 HP and he has the 2 MK, right? He has the same kind of like that, same exact idea. They have some similarities actually, JP and Sagat, in those things.
But there's just so many like weird opportunities I didn't take advantage of. Like,
I mean, of course, this is not gonna be clean.
yeah,
Look at this.
like look at this,
Yeah,
bro. This
look at that.
I
What the
didn't.
fuck is there?
I wasn't
jab
aware
medium?
of this of the juggle. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was so lost. I was like, what?
Wait. Can you rewind again?
Look at this, bro. This shit threw me off. Like, I was like, what?
Oh, yeah. First of all, why did you do jab, then DRC, then do medium?
I tried because look right here, right? Look.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I tried because I believe crouch I wasn't sure in the moment if DRC was +4 or +5. Because if it was +5, this would have worked. But I was like, I think it's +5.
Still delayed though. But that's still delayed though.
Was it delayed?
Yeah, look at your time.
It might have been delayed because I was thinking about it.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to go for like something that you're not sure.
Yeah, that's true. That's valid.
Because you're not really comfortable for this. But because I felt like you just need to hit him here, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
And then that you would have like had what a greedy. That's your fault. He punished you there so hard because like after your minus, you press jab. After you press the jab there, he's gonna mash, right? Okay, this is the problem with Sagat. After this jab, they mash right away. And it's really hard to check this.
Yeah, but I mean, you can probably chain light, maybe.
You can't necessarily, not in this exact range. You could chain fucking like I could do standing jab and then do tiger shot, or do standing jab and then do tiger knee if they're doing this to him.
Yeah. Okay.
But you cannot. But you can. But if they're mashing a medium, I think like 7-frame medium, you can do like the nexus and it will counter hit.
Oh yeah. True. You can cancel it. Right. That's true.
So that's pretty fun to do. At least, but basically everybody's mashing to Sagat when he does that. You know? It's fucking annoying.
That makes sense.
So it makes it feel like you have to do like a lot of like jabs in those spots that's mash friendly, and then you just do jab and then create space traps. I swear, because the normal is coming out every time. So instead you just do that. You know, it's just so weird. So it's so weird, but like they actually legit do that.
You know what I was thinking was like, because EX Nexus is so slow and the lights are clearly his way of space trapping, right? Like outside of using mediums, like it just has so much pushback and the range is so good that you're outside of the range of all the low forwards. So I was thinking like maybe if you get to what?
No, if you do jab, crouching jab, standing jab, and do H Nexus, if they're pressing crouching medium punch, the crouching medium punch will be space trapped by the heavy Nexus.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So just canceling into Nexus as like a whiff trap, like a space trap.
Yeah.
And then, or I was gonna say EX because EX is safe, but heavy's also safe too. So yeah, you can just do that for meter.
Just do that.
Save the meter.
They're gonna stand up there because they're thinking it's a tiger knee. But you just gotta do the Nexus. Yes. And you know what's so crazy? You know those people that's thinking like they can do like whatever they do to the Jin, right? When they just do like ODDP after they block something. Bro, if you just do one hit of the fucking thing, obviously if it's -5, they're gonna be mashing at times. But like if you do the heavy after you do the first kick, if you just block every time and take the -3, they're doing mashing DP there. There's people that mashing DP there.
Oh, because they don't know. Yeah.
Even if it's a -5 aspect, they're mashing DP, but their ODDP is 6 frames.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually insane difference.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That is true. Wow.
So in order for them to actually check it, they have to really like obviously like commit to a certain option.
That's true. Yeah, once I saw that it was -5, when I saw it was -5, I was like, wow, you can get some really fucked up like situations out of it.
You have a counter to everything, you know, you have a counter. And then once you get more familiar of like block confirming if they're standing or crouching after the first hit on the Nexus, then you can react and do a low, you know, frame trap or a high plus frames. That's when it goes to the next level, or like not do anything and wait for them to mash. It's like I feel like once the Sagat player gets more comfortable with their, you know, with his character, that's gonna be the evolution. Dude, that's gonna be so annoying. I swear to God.
I agree. And you know what I was thinking too is like even ending combos into that might be better than going for knockdown.
If I have to do jab, I end it with a Nexus. So I will be standing point blank, so I get a shimmy instead or a grab.
That makes so much more sense.
Instead of like doing a DP, then drive rushing with a fucking overhead or load like every fucking creature in the world would do. Like I felt like, you know, that's better. I think so at least.
Yeah, it's more meter efficient too.
Yeah, it's the same. You give up the instead of you get like 2150 only, I think. But then if you do the DP, you get like 24. So you give like 3% and stuff, but you get the potential like
Of way
potential
more.
damage, you know? So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
But
true.
so if you get the fucking shimmy there, brother, I shimmy with the 5 HK into the fucking OD, 2 hits, 5 HK, pa pa, and then fucking do the OD, whatever, do the OD version of the
Nexus?
Nexus,
Yeah.
you know, bro. And then to the drive rush to the fucking DP or the whatever the fuck you want to do there.
Right.
That shit does hella damage.
That's
It's
true.
40%, you know? Fuck, bro. Did you get all your routes like for you know, your combos in the corner? Do you have
No.
all your frame kills already?
No,
From like
not at
if
this
you ended
point.
with a tiger, what the fuck was that, brother? Come on, you're so lucky here. It's dead though. Like you're so lucky here. That one.
I
What
know,
was that?
bro. I thought he was on the ground, bro. I was like, fuck.
No, but why not just do crouch and do 5 HK and then OD fucking kick and then fucking DP and that's it.
Yeah, and he's dead. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just
Yeah, because the 5 MP would be, if you're wrong with the timing, it would be airborne, right? But then with the 5 HK, you can never be wrong because if there's airborne, it's still combos.
right. True.
Because it hits 2 hits regardless, right? So if that, it doesn't matter if you do it early or late, it will always be a 2-hit juggle or grounded juggle into DP. So same shit.
Right.
So that's why it's better. It's more efficient. And people still match there too, by the way, because they block standing, but they don't know like, oh my god, if I block the far tiger knees, even if it's standing, it's plus. They don't know. They always mash.
Oh yeah, true. Because he gets it in 2 ways. That's what's interesting about it. He gets it from crouching,
he
or
gets
if you
plus
space
rate.
it. Yeah, that is true.
So like, so that's actually pretty interesting. Like to do. Like, have you also abused the M fireball, and then you can still throw a fireball on the screen while the M fireball is out? Did you know that already?
Like I know you can throw like an EX afterward. You're saying, right?
Yeah. So like, if you have the M fireball out, you can throw another fireball, right? Like kind of like an AA or it's a double check kind of like situation.
But it has to be EX,
Basically,
right?
yeah, it could be any fireball like this OD. But then I was thinking like, damn, that is so insanely strong. You know, the fact that you recover instantly when you do the M fireball, you know, but then you fucking throw another fucking fireball as an AA from afar. That shit's so insane.
Yeah.
Like you can legit anti-air with the fucking like the OD version fireball, the one, the 3-hitter.
Oh, as an ant. Oh, that's actually interesting. I haven't thought of
From
doing
the
that.
far jumps, that's your carry DP actually in this one.
I've been using it for like guaranteed
Just to
chip,
throw it out.
like guaranteed chip.
Yeah,
like,
just to throw out.
But like for like the chip KO scenarios with super.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I never thought to use it like as a Kara DP. I've used it for neutral jumps, but I didn't think to use it for like the jump forwards. That's actually really interesting.
That's your DP. That's your carry DP in this game. I swear.
Wow.
And also, I use the forward roundhouse now. Like
that shit is really good. Yeah.
I actually use it as an anti-air from a far jump because I'm so annoyed with those far jumps after they jump your far fireball and you can't DP, right? Because you have a 10 frame that's too short. And then your 5 frame is like too close.
Yep.
Right? And the OD is like somewhere like really closer, right? So it's like the only thing you have is HDP, but it requires a lot of mental stack to do that. So you just do forward roundhouse instead.
Yep.
Like from the far jumps, like because you play Dawson, so it's gonna be easy. So they just link a super.
And it's faster.
Like
it's faster because heavy DP is 18.
So much more easier.
And that's 16, right? Is forward heavy kick is 16, I think?
Yeah, it's 16. But then the fact that it's just there, you don't have to input it. So it's so much more easier to do as well.
That's true. Yeah, and after you do fireball, you're already doing the first input of it, which is forward.
Yes, for sure.
So it's like, literally, you don't have to overcomplicate it beyond that, right? It's just like, do they jump? Okay.
But people would jump there just from the far without you. Let's say you're not throwing fireball, you're just like walking back and forth, and you end up walking away a little bit. They start jumping there now because they know that your DP would not hit them.
Yeah.
But I start looking at those jumps, you know, last week and I was playing Sagat, whatever, and then I was like, I just do toward roundhouse and I just super. Like there's so many games that I've ended because of that. That's actually a good sniper, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you should try that.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I thought he was gonna parry. He was trying to bait parry there, but
really, that's what you did?
Yeah.
That's so ballsy. I thought you tried to do Tiger knee space.
I should have did. I should have just did light. So this is the thing is like I'm not understanding the layering yet. So you know I'm like I have a bunch of tactics, but I'm like, what is the order of the tactic?
You're not comfortable yet. Yeah. Of course, you just learned the fucking character that time.
So I should have done Nexus because it looks like Tiger Knee, but I'm not close if I fucking whiff, right?
Yeah, you're not committing.
Yeah.
Remember already what the fuck we talked about when you fucking do the whiff that and then you do the low part, you know, for the punishment.
Yeah. Okay. So once I did that, I was like, oh, okay, I think I should start doing Nexus instead if I'm gonna if I'm gonna whiff that as a layer 1, I should do that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, not to say like I don't fucking whiff the tiger knee
You're
sometimes.
so greedy. You're so greedy.
Wait, what did I
with your
do?
fucking step kick. Look at your step kick.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at this. And you bash jab. And this did solar plexus? Did he solar plexus? What did he do?
I don't know what he did, honestly.
I mean, he's greedy too.
He did it here, I think.
Yeah, here.
I don't know.
What did he do there?
Let's find out.
I don't know what he did.
I'm gonna pause it.
I don't know. Maybe he depressed fears.
Let's find
But
out.
the fear should work though, because he did delay jab there. After he blocked this, that is so crazy. What did he do?
He tried to jab. Oh no, he tried to throw me. I think that's throw.
Is it a grab? Oh, he walk up grab. Oh, I see. Makes sense. Hey, Hamad, what's up, baby?
Okay.
Hamad, did you play Sagat, brother?
Hamad definitely plays Sagat.
I mean, plays any character. My man's like,
oh,
insane.
bro, I was so sad this didn't work. I was like, what? Oh my god, bro.
Which one? Which one? What happened?
Look,
By the way, guys, this is like last week. So if you guys already know, the tech of this during that time is like a bit low. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait. Let me see.
Look.
You did OD fireball and then forward roundhouse.
Yeah, and I tried a super. I thought it would be higher on the launch of the EX. So
that's
then
only corner though.
No, if you get forward heavy kick at the right height, you can level 1 mid screen.
Yes, you can.
But I didn't know
I learned this. When you're anti-airing with this, sometimes when you want to link a super, it doesn't work because it depends on the height. Actually knowing that, like practicing that in in the training mode, like you get to actually see that, you know? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I just thought the EX fireball would launch him higher because I'm like, yeah, this should work, right? Like in theory, I've never tried it, but I just thought it would work. And then when I went for it, it didn't work, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah. And now you're captured.
And I'm done. Yeah, literally, he fucking cooks me because of that. And I was like, fuck, okay.
But that's like obviously a new character experience, you know? Because like obviously if you're maining the character for X amount of time, you're not gonna do that combo because you will be sure, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But this is still like what, the first week of the character during this time?
Yeah.
This is like last week? Yeah, for sure. So that makes sense. Yeah. You see how like you're harassing him, right? You increase the pace. Look at this part, right? So look what happened. You did the dash, jab, you counter hit. You didn't convert, right? That's when you do the nexus there. Overhead. Then it will all combo.
Is it because of the pressure like I'm putting on him?
No, because you did a jab medium, right? If you did jab medium, you just did tiger knee. Obviously, if you DP, you could DP too. But if you do the jab medium punch in your combo, you could just do the light nexus.
Okay.
And then with the overhead, that will all combo, and then you can go to shimmy or grab, whatever the fuck you want to do. Okay, but like this one, like no, go back there again to all of that sequence. There's like another situation here, like this. Right? This is like, see how like he walked back there, and then you did this tiger knee, right? Okay, again, continue. Okay, so now he walking back, right? So after this jab, I'm so greedy. I would do fucking step kick here or fucking low kick, like crouching medium kick is shit. Like because everybody walk back here because this is a tiger knee situation.
Right,
I'm so serious.
Yeah,
it's a free
I just
hit
showed
low,
it to him
actually.
too. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's a free hit all the time.
That's interesting because so in 5 when people would walk back, I would just hard commit to forward heavy kick. But I like how you're setting it up though, because I was wondering like how do I set up a reason to make people walk back? It's tiger knee because you're holding back.
Yeah, but don't do the forward heavy kick, the forward light kick. So you hit them low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, forward light kick.
Oh, okay. So okay. So you're saying okay.
That's the same concept basically.
But it's obviously not hard commit. Like
it's not a hard commit, but it's a check for them walking back basically in this situation. So now if they're not gonna walk back as much here, right? So now they're gonna crouch. Then that's when you get your forward grab. Walk up grab more.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay,
that's actually how you check that. That's actually pretty like to do like jab and fucking step kick. As like to make them behave is fucking sick.
Yeah, it's like, so good. It is so good.
Yeah,
like people are so thrown off by it. That's my fault.
And the moment they start crouching, then your tiger knees become so insanely OP here too. Fuck, man. Okay, what combo did you do here?
Yeah, I didn't. That was a terrible combo. I didn't have
shittiest combo of the year right there, brother.
That was so bad. Yeah, it's
like I feel like in my first 2 minutes.
You see the adjustment?
Game,
you saw that?
Yeah, you did. I know, but you whipped every fucking button.
Yeah,
though.
It's okay. It's like the learning curve, right?
You're learning the character. That's fine.
I honestly thought I played way worse.
Dude, you can
Than
play worse there. This is like you play it really as good as you can
yeah,
for like given
literally.
the amount of time you have. Actually, you know, I would say this last week, plus you know have to travel to fucking UAE, and you're fighting against like pros with your Sagat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like pretty good.
Wow, I was playing actually pretty fucking good. Damn, what the fuck? I
Like see,
misspaced
like
that.
look at your fireballs here too. Look, you would fix this too eventually. Like I said, go back here, go back more before like you burn all your drive gauge for no reason. Okay, like this. Okay, so that like this, right? So you do fireball. You
Mm.
backdash your fireball, right? Okay, and then you OD fireball, right? Okay, again, continue. Yeah. So now you're gonna OD fireball here. Hmm.
Mm.
Okay, okay. So now during this knockdown, see how like you don't have your perfect frame kill or perfect setup. What you do after?
Yeah,
Look, because you're still learning the character, right?
yeah,
And this
true.
is like where the inefficiency happens. See, look.
Yeah,
So
because
now
then
you just
look,
throw, you just eyeball a fireball for no reason
yeah,
because, but you didn't know. But it's not a bad
that's
choice.
the
You
Street
just
Fighter
don't.
5 timing, bro. That the
Yes, for
Oki in my
sure.
brain, I'm like, yeah, this should
Yeah.
work, and I'm like,
Yeah, it
no.
doesn't, right? And now you just lost your advantage, right? But it's not like
Yeah,
it's your fault. It's not a bad choice. You just did not know all your options because the character was new during that time. You know, so.
yeah, literally. This is so funny, bro. Because in my head, I was like, damn, I played
Mhm.
so bad. But I'm rewatching this, I'm like, wow, I actually played a lot better than I remembered. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that means you need to have a better outcome or setup. It doesn't have to be a crazy setup, but you
Mm,
don't lose you know, your advantage. Like when you do an OD fireball on hit, you know, you should
right.
do you need to create a situation. You know, maybe
Yeah.
like yeah, like I think you could dash forward though. You could dash forward into
You
the
can whiff
fireball. It's
knee. You can
guaranteed.
whiff medium knee. I think you're in throw range or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure for sure.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a plus.
100%.
But that will be like that will be variable though, depending on where you hit them with the OD fireball though.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Like so, like being able to dash forward, I think is guaranteed
Hmm.
in a sense. Wait, how did you get hit by the DI again?
I jumped
And
before
how
he
did
did
you
it.
burn out again?
I thought he was gonna solar plexus, so I just neutral jumped. I could have just backdashed it, but he anti-aired with
No, that was
DI.
good.
That was
And
weird.
also, you pressed the wrong button too.
What button should I have pressed?
I mean, because the neutral jump HK is not for neutral jump. That's your air-to-air move, basically.
Oh yeah, true. Is it medium
Yeah,
kick? I
your
think it
medium,
is.
yes, your medium kick, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I would have got cooked either way, unless I empty
I
jumped
haven't played.
into fucking block. But
Yeah, but like, but still, that was still a good read though.
hmm.
But he's reading a tiger knee too, though. You know,
Yeah,
fireball or medium kick, right? So, but I'm saying, like, how did you burn out to begin with?
it's probably stemming from that EX fireball here,
Yeah,
right?
but you had a lot of driving. Okay, yeah, that one you wasted. That you need to throw another one here. Oh, that's the worst.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
what
the worst DP in history.
that was
That's the worst
definitely
DP
not
for
a great
sure. That's the
DP.
worst.
Damn,
Yeah, that's the
bro.
worst DP.
I just fucking
That's a bad DP for sure. Yeah. Mm, okay. I love the dash forward. It's nice.
yeah. I was just trying to throw him off.
Damn.
And oh my god,
Oh
bro!
my god,
Why did I
dude,
not DI that?
my man has no reactions, brother.
No, I thought he was like, I was like, he's not gonna DI because he's not gonna have enough time to do it. So I was like, let me just look for something else. And he fucking
Oh, I
did it
see.
right on that. I was like, oh my god, bro! I literally like, I was like,
You
bro.
know what sucks also with this one? Like, let's say like you like in this situation, right? When you want to hyper focus, right? Go
Hmm,
back there before you got DI'd. Before you got DI'd. Let's say like you say you want to focus on something else, right? At this
hmm,
point. Okay, after this, because you have no more time, right? Okay. And then now you're gonna hyper focus something. So now you're gonna do let's say you're gonna use ODDP if they jump, if they do something weird, like in between you can ODDP. So now you're also gonna be ODDPing the fucking DI, right?
hmm.
But for some reason, sometimes the ODDP loses the DI. It's fucking crazy, but sometimes it does beat it.
Yeah, it's all the timing based.
Yeah, that's why it's not good.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
great tool there.
Yeah, not a good tool for sure. But like but how come you don't do the grab though?
Go on reaction to it.
Yeah, but you have to look for that though. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
was
saying? You have to
at
look
that
for it.
point. I mentally was like, I deleted it as an option because I was like, it's too late for him to
Okay,
get the
but like, how come?
guarantees.
But why did you just stood still?
Because I was looking for him to walk up because he kept
Uh-huh.
staggering his pressure with like walk up or with solar plexus. So I was like, let me just look for solar plexus because the whole set I was trying to check it, but I kept pressing the wrong buttons. So I was
The
gonna
standing
just
jab is your best button there, bro.
yeah, stand jab, crouching light kick is actually the best button.
Oh, that's the great. Oh, that is so insane too.
That button is fucking amazing.
Holy fucking Christ.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That used to be one of my favorite. That was my favorite defensive button in 5 was crouching light kick. The same speed too. So like, look at how far it go. Look at that. It's like a freaking. That's like low forward, bro.
No, for sure. That's like more range than Dawson's 2MK, bro.
You legit.
Yeah, for sure.
Legit. And so like, that's why like I was kind of already in that mode of using it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then he fucking DIs me, and I'm like, oh, bruh, okay. And so here I tried to shimmy, but yeah, I tried to like. I thought I'd have enough blocks done to walk back, but I just didn't.
No, you can never do that anyways with any character for the most part. If you did you did the heavy DRC, right?
Yeah, I did a heavy.
Okay, so like if you get to the heavy DRC, that's why people would do delay grab there. Delay grab, because just in case they take the grab or they DP, you would block it, right? If they parry, you would grab. You know, if they tech the grab, then you would just get a late tech, but you basically gain meter because you did delay grab.
Right. Makes sense.
That's why when you do the heavy to bait the OS, right? Yeah, so that's why you do heavy, then delay grab, and you do DRC. So you cover every option. And if you want to beat them teching, you basically go for a fucking delay 5 MP, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, don't even be creative, try to shame me here. Brother, you're Sagat, brother. You have the same walk speed as Dalsim, damn near. What kind of shame are you talking about after drive rush, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, but you would not know that anyways, because you're playing this character new during this time.
Yeah, actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna lab it later. I'm gonna get back to you. I have an idea for a throw tech punish. It's kind of diabolical, but I think it's gonna work and it'll be safe. Okay.
I told you like you can just do 5 HK though, for the delay. Do the 2 hitting 5 HK, then cancel to Nexus. So it doesn't matter if they backdash, jump, fucking block it. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
yeah, true.
That's like that always works.
That's true because it'd have a lot of blocks done too.
It's the same.
Okay, that makes
same
sense.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice. No, ooh, I love that tiger shot. Was sick. What are you gonna do, Ryu? Oh, I love that drive rush. Brother, look at that. See, they say you're still new. Look at this shit. Like, okay. No. Go back to like when you did before you drive rush low. Let's say your situation. I love the sequence. Boom. Okay, now you time this right. Okay, now you throw this fireball, then you do medium. The fact that he parried it there, right? He parried it. Okay, like that. Why didn't you just do drive rush? You know, like more greedy.
Oh, like
because he's
overhead?
parrying. No, because he's parrying there. Because his mental stack is on parrying, right? His mental stack is parrying because you're throwing fireballs and he parried the fireball. Then when you do a fireball, he's gonna parry again. That's your mental stack there, right? So why did you do overhead or something or grab?
Oh, so you're saying get greedy there because he's being passive?
Yeah, because that's because that's their mental stack. That's why he was parrying there. Because if he was paying attention to every aspect, he would not parry the high shot. He would duck it. Like this one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
His
that's
focus
like
is not there anymore. Yes, of course, it's a tell. Yes. Wait, you did not learn that as playing Dalsum? But then when you press your 5 HK, that motherfucker is like, if there's crouching there, he's reading something else. Then I'm gonna make you motherfuckers stand up.
Right.
And then manipulate your movement, you know?
That's the thing I was trying to identify with Sagat, because I have it with Sim and with Jamie, but I didn't know what in his tool set would be like the tell indicators in my tool set, right? Like, so.
Oh, it's straightforward. You can tell. I mean, almost every pro has a way that they pay attention to things, but then if you look at these situations, like they're all kind of sort of identical on when they execute it, you know. But I'm saying like that's one of those aspects, right? Because if he was paying attention, he would be crouching like the previous interaction, right?
Right.
Like that, you know. Like if he was like 100%. Paying attention to buttons with Dawson, if he was trying to whiff punish me, my medium punch, he would not be ducking there because my medium punch was gonna hit him if I was Dawson, right? Okay, so he's gonna walk back. So that means if he was ducking there, and I do my 5 HK, for some reason it whiff, right? Okay, that means for sure I know that he's parrying these spots. He doesn't care what normal I do. He's just trying to time something that he potentially might see or not see. You know?
Right.
So that's his primary like point of focus in his mental stack. So if you actually go to the same exact situation and do a fucking drive rush fucking capture, that dude is gonna parry also, and then you're gonna grab him or like do an overhead. Yeah, so it's like one of those situations that happens a lot. You can actually see that a lot in play. But sure, some people, they would just happily do it without them knowing that they did it, why it was successful. But knowing why it was more successful than the other option, it matters a lot. So you can actually replicate it. But yeah, that's how you replicate it.
Right. And it requires a lot of you have to be able to put yourself in your opponent's shoes to see that. You can't just watch a replay and like surface level skim that. You have to be thinking of like, I'm not saying.
Yeah, you have to be aware. Yeah, you have to be aware.
Yeah,
for
this is for the audience, because you know some people they might not be aware of this, but this is how you add depth strategically. Is like you figure out what would influence a player to behave a certain way, and then because that's how I stumble across a lot of my tactics is by accident. I watch something, I'm like, why did this person do that? And then I'm like, wait a minute.
It's usually through accident. Yeah, it's usually through accident, and then paying attention to your success, your wins, in interactions, and then you're like, wait, how can I do that more?
Word.
Like, and then you start paying attention. Okay, oh, you know what? I can do that. And then like, oh shit, that's gonna work. It's like, and then you start testing it. You start testing it, and then it just start working. Oh my god, I finally found a situation, bro. This works every time.
Bro, I have an inverse effect. I have one time I learned something, bro, in 5, because I kept trying to do something, but people kept behaving a completely different way than I wanted, and I was like, wait a minute. Why don't I just do this on purpose to make them do that? And then I punish that. Yeah. And I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's so funny. Okay, but that's a good point. That's definitely noted. That's going in the notes for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a scenario. When the moment you start using your 2MK, okay, I promise you, I need you to like write it down as your reminders. Okay, just try it. Okay, whenever you get a chance. Okay, so you want to hit you press 2MK in the max distance. Okay, it has to be max distance at like when the round is like about 50% less life. You guys have 50%, okay? Or one of you guys, like you say, he has 50%. Your opponent has 50% life. Okay. Has 50%. You don't do it early because they're, like at the start of the round, players are more relaxed, and the closer you get to the end of the rounds, or the more hectic it gets, the more blunders, possibilities, or more clutch decision needs to be done. Okay. Yep. So anyways, say you're gonna press 2MK. Okay, so now when a 2MK hits as a counter hit, okay, it has to be counter hit, right? When it counter hits a 2MK at the max distance, you go drive rush over it, it hits. In that situation, I swear, I want you to try it. It's for humans. Okay, I want you to just test it. The success rate, brother, is too high. I swear, but it has to be counter hit. Okay, so that means you have to counter hit, confirm it, and then drive rush immediately overhead. It fucking works.
It makes sense because counter hits usually are one of the more forceful situations that make people think.
Yeah, for them behave. Yes, for them to behave.
Because if it's a straight hit, it's just like, oh, I just wasn't blocking.
They're mashing, yes.
But if you get hit, you're like, huh?
They stop, yeah. And then they're like gonna block him because they think that you are comboing or you're gonna try to pressure after that, right? Whatever. But then you went for a fucking greedy option, which is overhead.
Yeah, let me add another half to that. So it's that, and the second thing is that when people usually press, they anticipate the situation to happen the way they think. So if I press
a preemptive,
if I press a button, if I press fierce, I'm thinking that the whole 30 frames of fierce is gonna happen. But if I press fierce and my fierce doesn't come out, in that moment I'm like, what just happened? And that's confusion is when the boom that shit works.
But I really need you to try that situation.
I will 100%.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. That's just insane.
100%. I'm gonna try it. 100%.
But it has to be counter hit, okay? And it has to be 50% less. Like,
right, when the stakes are higher.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, bro,
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna name the pro, but like I was playing a couple of pros, and I told them like, guys, I'm gonna hit this shit to y'all later. And then they were like, no way. I promise you, I'm gonna get hit by this raw. And then later, I promise, I'm gonna hit you with this. But then I distract them with a different conversation. We like talk about different parts about the game, and then we go try it out and play. And then I hit them with that in the second knockdown. Next situation. And then I just stop playing. Okay, I'm done. I told you,
controller down, bitch.
Because now your point of focus is not that, right? So now it's super hard to be. Yeah. But see, like that tells you it's like what their focus are at that time is like usually they're what they're ready for. So
right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool to do,
bro.
But that's really good for Sagat, though. I don't even know why you're about to be creative and do that.
Bruh, I thought he was gonna throw another fireball, so I was already buffering in my head.
Why you were buffering.
Yeah,
I see.
So
did you DP here?
No, I did level 2.
Oh, you did level 2. Oh, I thought that was a different scenario after you jumped.
Yeah, because I already in my head was committed to him fireballing back. Because that's why I threw the high shot. I was like, oh, I'm gonna high shot and then I'm gonna buffer. Because usually a lot of players, You know, they don't really know how to throw fireballs, so they just fucking like throw it autopilot type shit. So
okay.
And I haven't shown him this.
No, let's fix that. Okay, let's just go back to that when you guessed here. Okay, you're guessing here. Okay, obviously you're over, like, you're basically hyper focusing that he might throw a fireball. So any action he would do here, you would definitely gonna do that because you were hyper focused, right, in this spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of relaxed,
so, like,
yeah.
Okay, so now let's look at this spot. Okay, let's say you were correct. Let's say he donkey kicks, you hit him. If he drive rush, you're gonna hit him because he's doing that, whatever. Oh, actually, he's gonna DP if he does drive rush. If he does fireball, you're gonna hit him, right? Okay, whatever. Okay, what's your reward there? Do you win?
No.
Okay, that's not so bad though. But like, okay, but what's damage you're gonna do? 2,800, right?
3,000 if it's the damage ender.
What's his life?
He's like at like 90%.
Yeah, so it's pointless to look to hyper focus on this one.
Because of the reward, right? The
right?
the EV's not.
Yeah. And then also, if you land it, what's your plan after? You have to go for the down ender, so you actually get the plus frames.
Yeah, and get the Oki pressure, yeah.
Because the other one, the damage ender, you're only +4, right? From what I can remember, you're only +4, and so far.
Yeah.
The down ender, you're +18, I think, or 19, something like that.
You're +22.
22, so you can
yeah.
So you can go for the low or the overhead, something like that, and both are meaty, basically.
Oh no, you're right. It's like +19 because it frame traps into overhead. Yeah, you're +19.
Overhead or low. You could do step kick or overhead. Both are 50-50 in a sense. In that sense, yes. So you have to kind of go for that, in a sense, if you were to do it. But then after that situation, let's say even if it worked out, you're burnt out.
Yeah, I'm still like not even halfway to getting my bar back.
So it's the worst time to actually use your super. You're supposed to just kill time and just high shots in certain spots. But okay, anyways.
Right.
But,
so I had to just fight in the neutral. Even then, yeah.
That's your mid screen too. Of course you should be comfortable here.
Yeah.
As Sagat, this is your home.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You should be home here. Please fucking actually. Nice walk up. My entire fucking what a fucking autopilot creature and a half, brother. Really? You really canceled there, bro?
I didn't know. I just didn't think he was gonna do it right there.
What do you think he's not gonna do it? You have no meter.
I know, but I just didn't think he was gonna do it. I just did not, because he keeps walking back. So I was like, he's gonna walk back. I'm gonna space it.
Yeah, let me do 2 MP target knee then for no reason. Instead of like waiting like legit.
No, you're right. I was fucking wrong. I was 100% wrong. But I'm telling you, that's why I did it. I just didn't think he was gonna do it.
I know. But like now when you look at these situations, like, damn, why come I should have just waited, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah, especially because I was playing so good at like this part. I was playing this part so good.
Yeah, but you even like micro walked out of the corner without jumping.
What? I'm like a serial killer, bro.
Yeah, imagine that you told them, okay, I'm mashing, I'm pressing buttons, I'm gonna pressure you forward, okay? All right, cool, you did it once. Okay, continue. Okay, let me do it again.
I should have fucking buffered super,
you just told him that you're gonna try to press some buttons, and there you go, and he does that, and now you're fucking dead.
Yeah, I gave him the tell,
he
right?
He has nothing to lose, though. He has nothing to lose by doing that.
Yeah.
It's not like you can win even if you super this. Who cares? Nothing happens. He just fucking has 90%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, true. Damn, I feel really good about that loss, though. Fuck.
Yes, you actually. Well, obviously you should be feeling good about that. This is like last week. So this is like for playing Sagat and like beating pros also with Sagat was pretty good.
Yeah, hell yeah. What the fuck? I'm hype as fuck watching that. Oh my god, that shit gave me like the ill energy boost, bro. I feel like I just took a fucking espresso to the chest. Right? That's just
you're not supposed to do a target combo there at all. You're supposed
no, I should have buffered super, like you said. The second I transitioned, like he's an aware player, so I should take advantage of the fact that I'm giving him what he wants, and I know the biggest threat.
Just do 5 MP, and look, after you do 5 MP, like neutral jumping, 5 MP,
true.
fucking backdash.
He would have got
what
cooked.
The fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, true.
You played Dawson, you should know this.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right, because in those situations with Sim, I would have teleported that shit on reaction,
or you would float.
Yeah, or you could float, right? Yeah, I'll cancel float.
And then
boom.
the fucking guy
Side
DIs
switch.
and he just died.
Yeah, and he's fucking done.
Yeah. So I'm like shit like that. But then obviously that takes time to install that to your Sagat because your Sagat. This is like what day 5 Sagat you have
Bro.
here during
Oh
that
my
time.
god, my Sagat's
You
about
know,
to be fucking gross. I cannot wait. Oh my god.
I just need you to get to like 2K MR though. Then maybe I'll play Sagat again to just try to get to 2100 again, just to be
Oh,
higher than
2K, I'll get
100
that shit in
MR
my
than you.
sleep, bro. You think that, bro? I'm gonna get that shit this
Brother,
weekend.
I did that shit in one sleep.
Yeah, but
I did that shit in one sleep.
I literally.
I did. Remember?
Do you know my
I
ranked
sent you the
session?
picture.
Do you know what I did in
I did
ranked?
that one sleep.
You know what I did in ranked?
You know? Okay.
Did I
What?
tell you what I did in ranked?
What? You
I
did?
played ranked without moving.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Brother, you can't tell me like that took a lot of time because that
No,
took like
I'm just telling you. I was playing ranked without moving. I didn't give a fuck about my ranked. I was just using ranked as
Absolutely.
like
Yeah, you're
target
supposed to
practice.
learn. But what I'm telling you is like I'm gonna try to play Sagat again later. Like once you get to 2K, then
Okay.
I'll play Sagat.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for you this
But
weekend.
I'm just saying that to motivate you to actually get your fucking Sagat going. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. I fucking love this character,
Can you
bro.
actually get to 2K?
Can I? You said?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what the fuck? Of course I can get to 2. I can get to 22 if I want.
You're just Sagat?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. That Sagat looked. I mean, actually, this last week though. So
Bro,
yeah.
this is fucking
That's
day
last week.
9.
That's last week. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I mean,
I
honestly,
don't even
I
have
believe
24 hours of gameplay with him yet.
you definitely do.
No, I don't.
You're lying.
No, I
You do.
don't.
You
I
do.
really don't.
But you were there in the fucking tournament for 4 days playing Sagat with those cats.
No, bro, I
Is that
legit.
not gameplay?
I don't have 24 hours of playing him. I'm not even joking. The
It's
thing about
definitely 100%
EWC,
right.
I didn't. The first week I was playing, but the second week I didn't play at all like that.
What are you talking
I
about?
probably have like 20 hours with Sagat total. I'm not even joking, bro.
Brother, when we were like hanging out with me and Mena, like we played like for 4 hours.
Wait, we did not play for 4 hours, but
Like,
we talked.
maybe three.
We
Maybe
talked.
maybe 3 hours of
Not
Sagat.
even, bro. We talked about. I didn't. We weren't even
Maybe 2
playing
hours?
for. We played for like an hour, but we talked most of it.
Okay. Yeah, but like after that one, when did you fly?
When did I fly? Like that
2
Monday?
days after that?
Yeah, but I wasn't. I wasn't really playing like that. Like when I was at his house, we were like talking about the game more than playing. I watched him play.
We were
watching.
doing theory crafting.
Yeah, and I was
that's right.
talking to him about the game, watching replays with him, talking to you. I like. That's why I'm excited because it's like all the lab shit I haven't even really got to do. A lot of people are developing the character without
I
me.
already labbed it for you though.
Yeah, you know.
I told you every single situation. Already.
I'm hype as fuck, and then it's just
You don't even need to fucking figure that out.
my instincts with him are fucking already like there. It's just refining the execution and getting the right decisions.
Have you seen like the the Pujera combo, right? When he does like 2 MP DRC back heavy and then medium fucking Nexus,
Yes.
and then towards hard kick. I was like, man, this damage is insane.
Yep.
But I was like looking like, okay, what other routes do you have out of this? Like, because like, but it's actually really insane, because like he could do Tiger Knee also after that. I was like, man, this is the best combo.
Yeah, legit.
When I was thinking about it, that's the best combo by far. First I got it's like the back heavy punch into medium Nexus from a DRC.
Mid screen, yeah, but in the corner you get Nexus into ground bounce overhead into back fierce again into fucking heavy knee into the medium DP. That shit does.
What are you talking about?
So
what are you saying?
So if you drive rush into back fierce, it doesn't use juggle points. So you retain
yes,
it.
of course. That's
right?
why you have the Nexus to combo.
So
yes?
you do Nexus, but you do light Nexus instead of the launch, and it bounces them off the ground, and you get back fierce again.
Okay.
And then you get heavy knee, and you get the perfect knee, whatever.
Is that always perfect knee if you do it that way? Or you still have to time it?
I think you slightly have to time it. But there is a route somebody found the other day with drive rush juggles into it that give you the perfect knee no matter what. You don't have to delay. Thank God somebody found that because that was the one thing I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's important because like like in mid screen, if you want to connect your level 2, but you want to add a Tiger Knee, you have to kind of like do the drive rush fucking
and that shit is
like
fucking
drive rush heavy kick or something. Drive rush heavy kick, like 2 hits, and then like DRC, then another kick, and then you do like medium Tiger Knee at the absolute tip of it, and then you could link a level 2 to end, and that's like the max damage. I was like, Oh shit, that's what the combo with the Bonchin was missing, that time. And I
Yeah,
was like,
but the
shit,
thing is
okay.
you could get that with heavy knee though, and it does more damage because the perfect version gives you the spin, so it does more damage than heavy knee. Heavy knee already does more than medium, but the spin heavy knee
No,
does even
the
more.
mid-screen situation I'm talking about, the mid-screen.
But that's what I'm saying. You can get that mid screen with the spin heavy knee.
Yeah, we get the perfect
Yeah,
juggle,
yeah.
right? Yeah, but how do you time that
That's what I'm.
consistently there from like a driver rush? That's what I'm saying. It's not sustainable compared to the other one. It's auto time to do the medium.
No, but you know you can get auto. There's an auto time level 2 conversion that somebody found. That's what I
What
was
do you
saying.
mean auto time?
So you literally you do it the fastest possible timing, but you have to cancel into certain buttons, and it gives you that. And it's fucking insane. It does like 54. It does like 5,400 damage with a level 2, bro. I'm gonna send it to you.
What's that starter?
It was
Just
like a
explain to
DP
me.
punish. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, so DP punish? Oh, so you just do like what? Forward heavy kick, 5
Yeah.
HK, OD fucking kick, whatever the fuck, right? Or DRC.
It's no, you have to drive. You have to DRC, so that way you get the back fierce.
The jackal.
Yeah, you don't use the juggle points.
I don't think that's more.
No, it does more, bro.
Than the other combo.
It does. It does.
Okay,
It does so much damage. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, show it to me. And then I'm gonna try to fucking put this shit in the game right now. Fuck everything that we're doing, okay?
Wait, what? No, bro, we gotta finish the fucking podcast, bro.
It's
we're
over
so
already.
close.
Just like,
what do you mean?
Let me just see that. I need to know first about these things because I need to know everything.
Okay, hold on.
So now I'm bothered now.
Okay.
I need to know.
Let me send it to you, bro. God damn it. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you. Hold on.
I need to know.
Okay, I sent it to you on Discord. I sent it to you on Discord.
I just want to look at this.
Okay,
I just want to see.
I'm gonna put it on the screen. Hold on.
Because like, let me see, because I haven't really seen it. Let me see this one.
Hold on.
What route are we talking about? First of all, I need to know the context of this shit because I don't know the context, and it just said like that can't be it. I need to know the context first. What
so
you're
it's
saying. Okay.
where the fuck is it? It's this.
Okay, forward roundhouse, back heavy punch, and then DP. A forward roundhouse, 5 HK. Okay, I thought that was exactly what. I mean, brother, that is like kind of like.
That's super practical. The only thing is, I don't.
Yes.
I think it should, in theory, work mid-screen, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, it's not. Okay, but like, okay. So, what did you do? How much damage did that do?
You don't think that works mid-screen? I feel like that works mid-screen.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
because of this part. It's this part. Yeah, it's the back fierce part.
You did 54, right? 54? 5400, you said? 5400, like, and then he did fucking full burnout, some shit. Like, this shit's fucking, like, meter dump level 2. Come on, man. That's not practical there.
What? You don't think that's practical?
Yeah, because, okay, let me see the practical version.
That's super fucking practical. What?
It is practical. Like, look. Okay, so, like, the forward roundhouse, right? Whatever. 1, and then hit it. I'm gonna just do this, right? Okay. Let's say I'll just DP, right? Okay. So, like, if I just do... Okay, so now I'm gonna do level 2. Oops. I need to do 5400, I think.
Nah, this is mad practical. You're bugging. This is super practical, bro.
I think I do this first.
So the combo you said is definitely better mid-screen, but this is the DP punish. If you're not using level 3, 100%.
Oh, so if I just do this, the back heavy kick, and then back heavy punch after that, and then I do level 2 like this, raw, with no other meter usage, like this, straight up. See, like, it is 48. It's not 54, but I didn't use any fucking full burnout triple DRC that he did.
Yeah, true. So, this is good for the kill then.
Okay, so let me just do that combo now.
For the kill, that's for sure.
Wait, did he DRC into back heavy punch?
Yeah.
And then then he did
Drive rush heavy kick into DRC heavy kick, back fierce.
No. After the DRC back heavy punch, what did he do? Did he Nexus?
No, he did medium fireball into drive rush heavy, DRC heavy, back fierce, heavy knee. And that auto times, you don't have to cancel it, like delay cancel.
Oh, I see the fireball. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So,
okay.
Boom, 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 and then boom, and then boom.
And
That
then
is so good.
after the double knee thing, what's the next part? After the double DRC that I do,
You back fierce, back heavy punch into heavy knee, and it's you don't have to.
Oh, there's auto time anymore because
Yeah.
you still have the juggle point because you just did a bunch of
Yep.
DRCs. Okay, makes sense. Oh, that's just a practical for sure.
That shit is so
And then
good.
it's also heavy. It is also a heavy. It's also what do you call this thing? Oops.
Yeah, this is so good. It's so good.
Oh, it's auto time too. Oh, that's so good.
That's what I'm saying.
That's practical. That's practical.
This is so
It's
good.
auto time. Yeah, it's 54. Yeah.
That shit is mad good, bro. And maybe you could even you should be able to medium DP because it's the same startup. It's 10 frames.
On what?
You know how he did the heavy knee and then he did level 2? You could just medium DP and then get cancel into CA or level 3. In that same situation. Because it's both 10 frames. I'm not crazy, right?
No.
Thank you for admitting that. That's recorded and going in the archive. Okay, so
level 3 is all the same actually. What the fuck is this damage?
no way it's the same. No way. Level 3 is 200 at most scaling. Or 2000, whatever.
Okay. Let me see it. Okay. I'm gonna do the simple combo, the tournament combo. Okay, like this. But I'm gonna copy exactly the ender of that one. How come that worked? How come that worked earlier? Oh yeah, this is less 51%. If I do the simple one, it's not so much. It's not okay.
I mean, 300
yeah, but the other
is...
combo is still. That's pretty easy though. The combo, the other one, you know, the one that you showed me, it's pretty easy actually. So you can just do that every time.
Yeah.
It's like it's auto time everything. You know,
Literally.
so that's actually really practical.
That shit is incredible.
Practical. Yeah, that's super practical for sure. I gotta admit, that's just hella practical. Because like that is hella easy to do. Because you cannot really fuck that up. You know, it's like, yeah, but like all his damage does 4K enemies.
Yeah, it's true. He does a lot of damage, but it's just good for like the bust out, like the cash out. That's what I would basically use it for.
Like
to lead to like the 2-touch sequences and shit like that. You know?
Yeah, but I feel like all his damage is so insanely high already. It's like everything is high damage. It's like he doesn't really have a low damaging situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, for sure. Like if you're not, depends. Like if you're getting whiff punishes, for sure, definitely. Only real like damaging counter hit confirm is off stand strong into like back fierce, because the crouching strong doesn't really.
Have you actually like punished a drive reversal with this fucker? That shit just fucking just dies, bro.
Yeah, stand strong, stand roundhouse into fucking EX Nexus.
Fucking the fucking shit. That's like, bro, this is like Akuma
4K.
damage. Like,
it's 4K flat.
Somebody just died like a fucking 40%.
Yeah, literally. That shit is so funny.
I was like, so crazy. You could actually even do a meaty 5 MP, and then if they drive reversal, you could block.
Yeah, the same timing that gives the same meaty that gives you back fierce.
Yes,
is the same time.
Insane.
That's just mad good.
Yeah, it's so insane. Yeah, it's so sick.
Let's move on. Okay. Let's wrap this up. So, book of the week. Now, this is a familiar book to some, Emotional Intelligence, but this is the new version. This is the 2.0, or the sequel, I guess. The original book's 2.0, but it's the first book. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. But I was on the way to Saudi Arabia, and I saw this book in a bookstore. I love buying books when I'm flying places. And I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? There's a new version of this? And damn, this book is, I mean, the first one, I already recommended it to you guys, but this shit right here is beautiful. For those who are trying to figure out the relationship between them, self-awareness, self-management, social awareness and relationship management, things like that, this book is perfect. I highly recommend this. It's helping me so much with the dichotomy that is between my intuition and my instincts, and the bridge that is the ego between those two things. I really love this book. It gives you a bunch of tactics to work on, and it comes with a code that you can input on the website. It lets you take a test, and you take this test, and it gives you a ranking based off of each of those 4 quadrants of self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. You then take the test again in 6 months after you practice the techniques that this book recommends. Right? You pick just 3 techniques, you stick to it, and then you work on them in each of those 4 areas, and then you take the test again, and you see how much you've improved. I told you this, champ, the last time I talked about the last book, how I took the test again, and like I just significantly improved on a lot of those quadrants. So I really love this book, and I got the sequel, I guess, whatever, and it's so worth it, man. I highly recommend this, and I really want to see how other people can benefit off of this inside of the game, outside of the game, of course. You know, a lot of the situations where people lose focus and things like that is just really how people manage under stress, and there's a lot of great tactics for managing stress in these tense situations. And yeah, I really fuck with this book. All right, so The New Emotional Intelligence by Travis Bradberry, highly recommend it. Book of the week. I fuck with this book. Hard Body Karate. Let me know what you guys think. And all right, Q&A time, and then we are done. Okay, let's see what do we got for Q&As. Okay, we got 2 questions. Please help me understand stagger pressure and how to implement that realistically in a match in Street Fighter 6. Stagger pressure is it's
like jab, grab, jab. I mean, like, I think if you explaining to them exactly what it does is like, I don't think that would help giving him a definition, but I think like the problem here is like that person doesn't fully understand the concept of like the offense, of how to create offense off nothing. That's why that question happens. Okay, because like if the person has an understanding on how to create offense from nothing, from just a plus frames or something, then the stagger would just become as a natural byproduct of that understanding. You know, what are you gonna? How are you gonna say it? Are you gonna say like stagger strings is basically like, you know, slightly adding some purpose delay in these spots, so if they're mashing a hold up, you're gonna hit them, but then you're just doing a string that's chainable, right? Or so yeah. So how do you explain that?
Okay, I got it. So I do like what you said. It's about like if you don't really understand offense, then this is a highlight of that for sure. But even if you do understand offense, I could see how staggers aren't conveyed properly, because the thing about staggers is it largely relies on something that's very abstract, which is timing, right?
Yes.
So I understand why this question can be posed, even if somebody does understand at least structurally how offense works.
Matter.
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yes.
So staggering, the way I would explain it is I base it off of something that James Chen said. It's one of my all-time favorite things. He said, look at offense as convincing your opponent to unblock, right? It's just getting your opponent to unblock. So if I were to look at staggering is a way of selling an idea to my opponent, so that way they are unblocking, right? So what would you sell? The simplest sell, honestly, is throwing. That's really what it is. It's just...
Yeah, but you didn't answer the stagger part.
No, that's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
So if you're selling the idea of a throw, the opponent is likely going to what? They're either going to contest to keep you out, or they're going to tech. Okay. Wait, why are you so awkward right now? What the fuck? Is it because I said James Chen, bro?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. Hey, he said, I'm just saying, I can learn from anybody, and he said that, and that shit is like one of my favorite things.
You can definitely learn from anybody, for sure. I'm just
saying. But so when your opponent's on the defensive, right? If they think you're going to throw, they have 2 ways of going about it, right? In terms of like actively striking or dealing with it. They actively attack you, or bro, what are you doing, bro?
Huh? Nothing. It has nothing to do with you, I promise.
Bro, what are you doing, man? Let me answer the fucking question.
I think like, okay, the person asking you for the stagger, you don't need to not give the fucking entire history of James Chen and all these things.
No, I'm just saying, it's setting it up.
It's fucking as simple. You don't need to set it up, brother. What just basically explain how stagger works.
Bro, because you know what I said earlier, motherfucker? What did I tell you earlier? I said when you teach people, you have to meet them where they are. Okay? I'm not talking to a fucking Evo champion, all right? I'm talking to somebody in the chat. You don't have time
to teach this, though. This is not something that you can teach in one sequence, though. That's because it will be a fake answer. It will be an incomplete answer. It will be an incomplete answer. It's an incomplete answer if you answer it.
How is it incomplete? You didn't even let me fucking finish.
Okay. You finish. Let me see. Okay, let me see it.
You fucking...
I want you to explain it right. Okay, now please. Okay, let me see it. Let me hear it.
Okay, so, listen. Oh my god, fuck. Let me use my train of thought. Okay, staggering is you're just trying to convince your opponent to unblock. All right? And all you're doing is manipulating proximity and block stun by selling.
I am new to this game. I want to open my opponent up. I don't know what this unblock proximity. I don't know what these scientific nonsense are.
But he plays enough to know that.
What's the layman? You don't know that.
I know Monkey. I've talked to him.
No.
Oh my fucking.
No. I need to understand it that way.
Is this about you? I didn't know it was about you.
No.
Is it about you?
This is not about
Wait
me.
a minute. Is it
It's
about
not
you?
me.
I'm so confused because I swear to God, we just said we was talking about somebody in the chat, and now you're saying you need to understand.
No, I'm saying like I'm trying to play the the role of like somebody that's
of a jackass. Yeah, you're doing a great fucking job, buddy. You're doing a fucking immaculate job, fucking Denzel Washington.
Oh god. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Next fucking question. All right, let's see.
Okay, so we're done with that one. Okay.
Trying to understand why good players say things like, "Oh, this person is just good at Street Fighter 6." I understand that Street Fighter 6 has mechanics that enable certain playstyles, but since Street Fighter 6 is the current relevant game, why does it matter if someone is or was good at Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 4? Ego. It's just ego. That's all it is.
Ego only.
It's fucking ego.
Absolutely correct. Yes. I don't think it matters. Actually, the players that are like pretty strong, like active, I guess, they don't care about those that happens in the past because that's the past already. You don't want to dwell on that. Sure, that happens. Right. Like, you did good in those ones, but every new fighting game, okay, it's a brand new set of problems that the players that's currently playing it that needs to solve it, right? And whoever can solve as many problems or more efficiently, basically are like the top players at that moment or that time. So I just treat every fighting game as a new entity. It's like a brand new one. It has no like relation to like the previous ones because like their mechanics are all going to be different. So your previous experiences from those fighting games will only hold you back if you're using that to be like, well, I used to fucking body these motherfuckers. Now they're bodying me. So fuck, this game sucks. No, you suck. Really. That's really what it is because you're not following the rules of the new game because the game has rules for the game, right? And you need to beat it, using those rules.
Yep.
It's really that simple anyways.
If you are not aware,
straight up.
If you're not aware, you're going to go off of your muscle memory or habits, right? So if you come across discomfort or tension and shit like that, however you deal with that is how you're going to deal with that. So when people are not comfortable with a game or whatever, they will complain, they'll bitch, they'll moan. I know because I've done this before. Normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're aware of it, you can change. So that's why self-awareness is mad fucking important. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of ego. That's all it is, honestly. And everybody has an ego, but like fucking round head spaghetti over there. You just take your time and just be honest. And then, that 10 seconds of just venting and then get back on board. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah. Because like I told that to Zeph, like you okay. If you're getting salty, you're getting emotional about a certain result or a loss, right? That's okay. We need that. Okay, don't stop that. You're supposed to get salty. You're 100%. Supposed to get frustrated. Okay, the moment you want to like control and stop that, because in order for you to be good, you need that also. You need that care, that give a fuck. You need the give a fuck attitude. You need like it hurts. Fuck this shit. It hurts, man. I can't believe I fucking lost. You need that care, that give a fuck attitude. You need that. So never change that. Okay, what you do change though is that when you're pissed off, you're emotional after a loss, vent out, say whatever you want, but you have a timeout, like 10 seconds and 20 seconds. You have a time limit for that experience. After that one, you need now to go back and actually remember exactly how you lost, and so you can fix it, so you don't feel shit anymore again next time. You're a better version than yourself, like from that experience. Yeah, it's just really like that.
Agreed. Okay, last question. If someone opts for a delay jab after you're spaced out plus normal, what's the best way to benefit from the situation? I can't go for immediate frame trap because they block, because it's a delay, obviously. And if I try to walk up throw, they jab me. I feel like a lot of it is RNG involved. And whenever I opt for immediate, it feels like I myself am getting cooked in the situation. I really don't like the situation because it feels like I cannot reliably threaten throw, especially in this game. Okay,
so what's the first part again? The first part, like I don't know. He could. How does he deal with somebody doing delay jab, you said?
Right? Yeah, after you're spaced out plus normal. So like if you do like stand strong with Sagat, somebody's doing delay jab. Yeah, so like
and then he cannot walk forward and grab, right? Because of the delay jab would hit him.
Right.
Okay. So that means also in that situation, you can also just immediately grab him instead of doing a frame trap, like instead of the plus frames plus 2, you just go grab right away.
Right.
Because that dude is looking for a count 1 mash, basically what he's doing. He's doing it as a count 1 delay mash, frame 3 or 4, right? So that means if he's trying to block first and then jab later, then that means he's not teching at the initial point. Right? That's one way to deal with it, right? Before prevent the bullshit from happening. The other to deal with it is doing an actual space trap delay, manual delay, time to their usual timing. I'm telling you, usually if somebody has a habit of doing that same exact delay jab timing, they're only doing it between 1 or 2 frames because that's their habit.
Yep.
That's their habit. So once you pinpoint that habit, you just do a targeted frame trap or a space trap.
Yep.
So to say you do like a plus frame plus 2 and you cannot walk up anymore and you know this dude is gonna mash 2 frames, right? Press a heavier button that's more greedy. For instance, for the auto. For instance, like, okay, so if you do like a plus, you're plus 2 or instead for Sagat, like a plus 2, and then you do another one, they're blocking. If you do walk forward, you're gonna get jab. Okay. Yep. So how about you do like instead of another 6 frame that you're gonna press that might trade if they press early, since they're pressing late, press 5 HP.
Yep.
Or like 5 HK, I'm sorry, for the frame check. The 10 frame will be a 6 frame gap. So that will target if he's delaying by 2 to 3 frames, right? Kind of like that. Or you can just do 5 MP plus 2, then you do slight walk back space trap, a 2 frame delay 2 MP, and cancel to whatever. So you have to do a targeted space trap or a targeted frame trap in general in order to punish delays. That's why you see most pros would do bunch of different delays in situations, right? But that's why you see also in tournaments they get blown up by infinite fucking throw loop, because a throw loop beats the delay jabbers.
Yep.
Because it's an immediate decision from the gate. So that's why you see pros get throw loop the most, right? Because they keep trying to do delay because it's a safer option than the other stuff. Yeah. So that's my explanation. Yeah. Those are the pretty straight up counters to those spots.
Yep, that is the answer.
For a minute, just grab him right away.
Yeah, I don't need to answer it because you answered it perfectly. That was basically it, chat. All right, everybody, let's say happy birthday to this fucking Nintendo bot again.
Birthday, right? Oh shit!
It is actually. Birthday, right? It is the 27th. Happy birthday! It's not your birthday in the West Coast land, but it is in the East. So happy birthday!
Thank
Love you. Fucking can't stand you. Shut up, please. Stop talking. Go and fucking blow your candles out or something that old motherfuckers do. I'm sick of you. All right, guys. With that being said, this motherfucker. Wow, that's the first time he's ever actually left me. You're still there though. You're still there. I can still see you. Oh yeah, now you little fucking, look at you, you sensitive thug. Anyways, guys, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. We've had a successful season 2, 15 episodes. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I wouldn't be here without you guys. You know what I'm saying? Please consider supporting the channel by copping some merch. All of the funds help your boy travel so you can see some Sagat in action. And yeah, I will be here tomorrow. I'll be streaming in the afternoon and be doing some early streams and whatnot. I love you guys. Keep being great.